Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to the Underground Rat's Nest. I hope you brought your earplugs because we're continuing with the colony we started in the last couple streams where we're taking only people that are snoring. We might have one odd out person in it that's something else, but pretty much everyone else in this colony is a snorer. So it's pretty much the loudest colony I've tried to manage, and we definitely have to space out beds. As you can see, we've got them pretty spread out. If you were watching the end of the last stream, you might have noticed and been shouting at me that I was overlooking a very small feature that's really needed for producing good oxygen. And that's the water connection. So I didn't have water hooked up to my electrolyzer. So the atmosphere in my colony was pretty dismal. I did a small amount of play in between videos, or in between streams rather, just to quickly install this water connection so I could pump water into my electrolyzers. That's the only thing I built out, but I didn't want to start off today with a whole bunch of colonists or a whole bunch of duplicants just dying off really quickly and suffocating to death. So we do have a little bit of oxygen in the middle here. It's not optimal yet, but as the gameplay goes on, I'm sure this will build up. We have a relatively small space here in which we need to pressurize. So I think for the most part, this will still be good. As we expand, if we end up getting some more of the loud sleepers, we'll have to probably make a little more space for more beds. But we'll make do for that as we kind of move along. But thanks to everyone who's already here in the chat. I love that people show up for the streams early. And we even had somebody show up for the streams super early. Blake Mayfield was here, like, must have been a good 2 hours before the stream started. So thanks, Blake, for coming and hanging out, waiting for the stream to start. We don't have any loud sleepers in this group, so I'm not going to grab any right now. But as with the rest of this particular colony, the way we've done it is that as new duplicates are selected to come into the colony, I'll grab people that are participating in the chat, and I'll name the duplicate after somebody randomly that way. As always, I have the overlay on so you can see the chat on the left-hand side. If anyone subscribes to the channel during the stream, you'll see them pop up top with an alert. And then the same thing happens also if there's any super chats and there's like an audio thing so I can hear it and what have you. All right, so this is probably going to be the last play that we'll have in this particular colony, so let's try and make some good progress tonight and see what kind of cool stuff we can do. I should probably dig out this little power generator so that I get power, because this is not going to run very long just on manual power. Turn up the speed a little bit. Stress is in a really bad spot because I didn't pay any attention to it while I was fixing the problem with the oxygen supply, so I figured somehow oxygen was probably slightly more important than stress management, so that's kind of the route I went. I'm going to build a second table just so I can get this under control quickly, and then we'll get on with building some other cool stuff in here. 2 hours early. Yeah, he was here super early. That's good though. It just means that people are interested in the stream, and I like that. This has definitely been one of the more popular games that I played on the channel for sure. The new update comes out this Thursday, so with the new colony that we'll be starting on the Thursday stream, we'll be using that agricultural update, and it has a bunch of new additions to the game. They've tweaked a few things so that you can't manipulate the game the way that we have been. So, for example, in the last stream I showed how you could take out a block underneath an airlock door, and your duplicates can pass through it without ever opening the door, which makes them go through super fast, but doesn't let the gases through. We're using vacuum chambers here to store our 2 ration boxes, so they're effectively refrigerated even though it's not in a cold environment necessarily. So a couple of those little game exploits they're taking out. The game's coming out in early access on Thursday as well. Even though it's been available on Steam already as an alpha, it's now officially going to be early access instead of just an alpha. And they're tying in the agricultural update at the same time. So there'll be some new plants and stuff that we can grow in the colony, some new machinery and some new pieces that we can build, which is really cool. They're changing around some stuff where the heavy watt wire works so that you can't run it through tile anymore. It has a negative decor effect where you run it, and a variety of other things. Some new overreactions to high stress, which is some of them are just hilarious. There's like an ugly crier that he like bawls, and then his face gets all super ugly, and he radiates negative decor around him. And then even after they stop crying, they still radiate negative decor for a little while. There are people that will go and just eat all of your food in like an angry binge, and they'll just gobble it all up on you. And there's a variety of other things too. But I've been waiting for this. I feel like it feels like forever. It hasn't really been that long, but it just kind of feels like a long time. So I'm super excited for that to come out. Thank you to those of you who noticed that the water wasn't connected up here too, because our duplicates would have suffocated to death, and I probably would not have noticed. I was paying more attention to the chat while I was building and it kind of got to be a bad spot there just for a little bit. We got it under control now, though. Let's get Colio Dog on this massage table so we can get stress under good management now. We have a ton of food right now, 158,000 kilocalories, and with only 5 duplicants, I feel like that's probably going to last a little while. I think I want to kind of try and work a little bit on our stress a little bit if I can to try and keep that down. Let's maybe do a little bit more decor, because I just haven't been doing a whole lot. Now, this whole growing area, unfortunately, I put all this stuff so close together. You know what? I'm going to put pictures down here. That'll be a funny place for pictures. We can put some pictures over the beds here. We'll make sure that everything's nice. This area. Who wants to go to the bathroom in a place that's ugly? Put those over the outhouses. Won't do anything for the smell, but it might do a little bit for the decor. Try and keep it so that when they're walking around in the common areas, they'll be relatively happy with the space. I'm going to do a little sculpture block right here. So that'll keep our one artist busy. I think we only have one person that's flagged for art right now. Yeah. So Colio Dog has a creativity of 6. It's not super high, but it is certainly higher than anybody else in the colony. And they'll probably do the best job in doing different pictures, but that's okay. Welcome to the stream, Pusheen. Oh, you've never seen a void yet. So, yeah, the void is something that we got super lucky in this colony, and it was actually right in the main starting area. So I'm using this at the moment as a place to pump carbon dioxide. Rather than trying to use a scrubber, I just have a pump set up down here, and this thing moves a serious amount of carbon dioxide. It just sends it right up here, and we've got stress vomiting. Where did they vomit? It's going... you know what? I get a really good vomit replenishment in my water supply all the time. Somebody get down there and clean that up. Stress vomiting. 76%. Let's get Rich Gamer Dude and Iliastar on the tables. It's going to be a little bit slow at the beginning here because we're going to have so many people on the massage tables all the time. Getting control of the stress. It does tend to slow things down a tiny bit. But once we get a handle on it, I think everything will be good. All language found in the playground. I don't know. There's a lot of negative language that comes up in the playground. No all-star singing. Yes, definitely no all-star singing. Yeah, you know what? There's pretty much anything you can do for the decor. Like the artwork, it doesn't take a lot to have a good decor rating. Like even in these areas where I only have a few pictures, it's already pretty decent. Like it's not going to have much of a negative decor impact for them. Things will probably get a little bit trickier with the new update, given that you can't run the wiring the same way. But we'll kind of tackle that, I think, as we play around with it. In the stream on Thursday, I'm going to be playing Oxygen Not Included again with the new update, and I'm really looking forward to trying out all the cool new things you can do in the game. I'm going to get some ugly criers. What, there are beds? Yep, I got beds. A few of them. I got them spread out a little bit, but we have them. Only 5 of them. Hi, Classy Dog 16. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Dark Souls 3 tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. This whole week I'm actually doing streams every night, which is really abnormal for me. Normally I only do maybe 1 or 2 streams maximum a week. But I decided for this week just to do one every night. So we're on, I think it's day number 5 we're on right now. This is pumping well up here. We've got oxygen is... What is all this red in here? Carbon dioxide. We got a lot of carbon dioxide build up here for some reason. That shouldn't be the case. Oh, I see. As they're going through this airlock up here to collect stuff, they're letting carbon dioxide in, and then it's just kind of dropping back down. That's very strange. Oh, no, that's oxygen and CO2. All right, there's a mix in there. Let's maybe put some tiling here on the floor. We'll do a little gas permeable tile down here. We'll let it kind of pass through as it falls down the ladder. I think I did put the second massage table priority 9. Let's just double check. Yeah, that one's at 9, and this is the first one. It's at 9 also. So I did remember to do that. Thanks. We'll see. We'll see. I think I definitely want to get at least one ugly crier in there. One of the other ones, the binge eater, could certainly make colony management more challenging because food can sometimes be a challenge as it is. I'm not getting really good oxygen volume in here. Which is a little bit surprising. What are we? Is it 200, 220, 230, 240? It is climbing. Just not climbing super fast. Alright. That's okay. If we can find some more algae, then things will be a little better too. So we got no loud sleepers again in this batch, so we're going to reject all of them. Because if you don't snore, you can't be in this colony. With the exception of the one person over here, Caitlin Robotic Lucas Feltz, which is sort of an amalgam name. But that's the only person in this colony that's not a loud sleeper, so they're setting way over from the rest of the people. Don't want to keep them up all night long. All right, what should we make now? So we finished all the research last time, which was awesome. Our power grid is going to be a little bit stressed here soon. Actually, I don't need this wire here, so we can deconstruct the wires that are here. We'll get rid of those. These other ones I should probably replace with heavy watt wire. I would think I was going to build a shower or something the last time we played, and then I got distracted and I didn't get a chance to do that. So let's deconstruct these, and I think I'm going to put my bathroom down here. It's not the best oxygen level down here, but I wonder if I can put... where's my air overlay? Yeah, it's not really the best air down here. And it's right by the old bathroom. I don't know if I want to have them hanging out by the stink while they're trying to get the shower. One stink off, get another stink on. Just do all ugly criers and binge eaters. We'll see we'll see. Maybe I'll start off that way because it's only three duplicates anyway. Oh, look, we got more food because we really needed some. Hi, Pedro. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I don't need to make food, but I could do with some more algae. I did find some up here, just in the process of uncovering this stuff here. Let's see if we can dig through there, maybe grab a little bit. We've got a small boost of oxygen down here in the middle, and that'll help kind of even things out. Because I think the way that the air is coming in now, it's building up. It's just not maybe building up as fast as I'd like it to. So we get a little bit pumping in the middle here, and this will get even better, even faster. All right, so over here we have these geysers that I definitely wanted to get into also. I'm not sure what to do next. I feel like I built so much stuff before that it's... All right, let's maybe do... If I do showers down here, it's going to be a breathing problem because that's where all the CO2 is sitting. I could do showers or... No, that's not going to work either. I guess this is probably going to be the best place that I can put the showers, which means I'm actually going to need to take out some of the stuff that's in here right now. Let's do a shower over here. I'm going to do batteries all down here, I think. So let's do power. We'll go down here and say battery. I'm going to do a couple batteries down here so we can get some good power storage going. Once those are built and connected to the line here, then what I'll do is just get rid of the small battery that I have there. There we go. We'll get rid of this small battery, and then I won't have to worry about having this stuff here anymore. This little manual power generator, I think I'll stick over here. So we'll do... Where's the... There we go. Manual generator. We may not need it a whole ton when we've got this other power system going here. Oh, and actually, I should turn on this for the hydrogen power. There we go. This is still going well. It's not building up at all. That void really does a really good job of drawing all the gases out. The area around this is actually low. It's in the micrograms, and then around that, it's actually in the grams also. It's not going to take long before this is kind of cleared out of CO2. Actually, could you get named? It really depends. So we have a lot of people that are going to want to have a duplicate named in the colony. So it'll just depend. I'll try to pick somebody when it comes up. I don't want to make any promises. The old mealwood days. Yeah, well, the mealwood was neat because you could grow it so quickly, but the bristle blossoms actually provide an infinite food supply. Every time you eat them, you get a seed out of it. But they're actually changing it over now so that the crops are going to be based... The way it is now, it's like if the situation's not right, your plants stifle and then they don't produce any food. And they're going to change it so instead, the food that you get from the plant will depend on how good the quality is of the area that it's growing in. So if you've met the quality standards for the plant and it's a really high quality area, then you can get like 2 seeds out of it when you harvest it also, and that'll let you kind of perpetuate your food cycle. Versus a scenario now where you just kind of, you eat all your mealwood up and then you move on to the bristle blossom. So it'll be interesting once there's that difference in yield anyway. Let's deconstruct this thing. We'll deconstruct this thing because we don't need it anymore, and I probably don't need the wires in here either, so I should recover the metal from those. Where's my electrical overlay? Get rid of all these wires. We don't need these for now. I think I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna use the one shower for now. So down here, I'm gonna need a pump in the water down below here that I can send some water up. So let's go to plumbing, liquid pump. Can I reach all the way down here, or is it gonna be out of reach? Oh, no, it'll reach, good. Do some piping, send this up here. Yeah, go this way. Boop. I'm not even gonna bother doing anything really fancy with the shower this time. I think I'm just gonna filter it directly and send it right back down. So we got just a little cycle going out of it. Hi, Chocolate Thunder. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, Pepe, I missed what you said there. You want to be named? There's a whole pile of people that do, unfortunately. What I did before was just like if anyone did any super chats, I prioritized them. But for everyone else, it's just going to be kind of like a sort of a random grab. Get rid of that thing. We don't need it. Okay, so I'm going to want a water purifier in here because I don't want to just deal with dirty water all the time. So let's take the water purifier and stick it maybe. I'm going to set it down here where I can kind of control the heat a little bit. I don't want it to spread too far up into my colony. Where's my piping? Liquid pipe. There we go. Get the output down here. Down to this input. We'll get the output down here. And then we'll just set a liquid vent here. Gonna need some power on this thing too, I guess. Heavy watt wire. If I played Warframe, or will I play in the future? Oh, that's a good question. No, I haven't tried it. That's one of the free-to-play games, right? It's is it something on the Xbox? I haven't tried it out yet. Lately, I've been playing around a little bit with this new game, Paladins, which apparently is fairly similar to Overwatch, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played Overwatch actually either. I have such a hard time finding time to play. Oh, Pepe, I know you've been a subscriber for a while, and I know there's a lot of people that are interested. And I've had you named as a duplicate in a couple of other colonies. Yeah, the water purifier, unfortunately, does heat up a fair bit, so I'm going to try and deal with that a little bit now and get it to a place where I want to try and control the temperature of it before it becomes an issue. So I'm going to set some gas permeable tile under here. And I should actually dig out under here also. Like so. I'm going to need the sand. Oh, no, I want to leave that intact because I want the little hatches to have a place to hide. But I am going to want the sand under here anyway. Yeah, the water pump's got to be on the power circuit too. Get that in here. Man, I've actually got a lot in this circuit. This is going to overload in the very near future if it isn't already. Combat! No! Alright, hold on. I thought I turned combat off for everybody. Leave the hatches alone. Oh, they fell through the floor. Ah, that's lame. Although, I can control them fairly easily down there, I guess. I suppose that's something. When I dig this out, though, they're going to fall in the water. So, can I build a tile under here so they don't fall? Let's maybe set a priority on that, because I don't want them to fall in the water. If they do, they'll die. They should be able to build a kitty corner like that. So if I can do that first before they dig out this block, then when the little hatch falls out of his spot, he won't drop in the water and die. Oh, thanks, Doggy Andy. I appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun making videos. Almost at 8,000, yeah. It's been growing pretty well. Pretty happy with how the channel's been going. More importantly, though, I'm just happy to see that people actually like the content. I guess I could dig this out now, since I'm letting the hatches drop to this lower level anyway. Actually, this will give a little bit more room for the CO2 to settle lower, too, I guess. Oh, air quality is looking really good up here now. Fleeing. They're so afraid of the hatches. When they dig them out, they just run away. Scaredy cats. I have 3 hatches down here. That's crazy. This guy is not going to get fed, though. That will present a challenge. Maybe I should just do a little tile floor across for him so that he can get across there. Make sure he stays healthy and happy. We have a workable shower now, so that's good. Hopefully these guys will start to get a little clean, because they're kind of getting a little on the smelly side. If we get too many more colonists, which I'm not really anticipating in this particular... Or, too many duplicates in this particular colony, then we'll add another shower, but... Oh, this would have been really funny if this one was also a loud sleeper, so we could get like a triple negative, but... Nothing doing. No more loud sleepers in there. Oh, there was something I was doing with the bathroom before that I wanted to try to experiment with, and try to use a double toilet and shower system to feed into a fertilizer. I don't think I'm gonna have an opportunity to do that though. Brightstar plays. I'm probably not gonna summon in Dark Souls 3, mostly because the people who largely want to be summoned are people that are significantly higher level than me, a lot more powerful, and that makes the game trivial at that point. So. I probably am not going to do that. Okay, what I should do really, well, A, I should try to do something with this little puff down here, but B, I should probably get some sort of an algae production going with the slime here somewhere. So I think maybe I'm going to want this metal here anyway. And there's coal and stuff in here too, so I should dig all this out, and then I can set up a little slime production down here, and I can cycle the slime in. I just have it run back down here into this this polluted water down below. Yeah, it should be interesting being able to plant the wewarts also. I mean, you can do it now. You just have to be a little bit tricky, which is kind of unfortunate. Have a good night, Clarn Rocks. 4:20. 4:20 in the morning. Yeah, that's pretty early. Grandmaster Jim here to collect some souls. I see. Hopefully we don't have any duplicates passing away this time. Our oxygen situation is very quickly improving. We're getting into a much better situation without even having any algae to feed the deoxidizer. This does a pretty steady production of oxygen, which is good. Although, what's going on here? I'm not seeing anything going to this generator. What was that smell over here? Did I send CO2 to that thing or something? Hold on. Where's my gas overlay? Oh, there we go. It's working. It's just getting very low concentrations from this thing. We've already pumped out all the hydrogen up there. The thing is just a little bit too efficient. This is working well. That's working well. We have a shower so they can get clean. This is sort of a quasi bathroom I built over here now. Another decor. Ugh, decor is still ugly. Let's try to put some lipstick on this pig. We'll put a painting over top of the compost pile and see what that does. This is a circular thing in the box under the electrolyzers. This up here is called the void. It's just a randomly occurring thing that comes up in your colony. It's often in a different region, so it'll be somewhere outside of the main starting area, but I got lucky this time and it happened to spawn inside of my main starting area, and basically it just sucks up any gases or liquids that happen to come into the area. So you can see here it's at like 6 grams and it's dropping. So what I've been doing with it is actually just taking from down below here, I've been pumping carbon dioxide out of the lower area and pumping it up top. So I've actually drained all the carbon dioxide that was down here without using a scrubber and without producing very much heat, because this thing doesn't produce a lot of heat. And I've sent it all up here into the void and just destroyed it basically, which is really handy, like super handy. It'd be nice if you could get this all the time, but this is just a really rare occurrence. Oh, there's something like rotting in here. Polluted dirt trapped in this little space here. That's odd. I wonder how that got there. So weird. All right. I don't even need to harvest the food. I have nowhere to put it. I just let it rot on the vine. That's crazy. I haven't been in that situation before. I did notice that the temperature's climbing down here by the batteries. We should probably do something about this, I would think. How do I want to manage that? So I should probably find some more wolframite so I can put some more tiling underneath them. I have a whole bunch of it up here. Let's dig all this stuff out. If we can dig this out, then that will let me build some more tiling, and it acts as a bit of a heat sink underneath your heat source. It's not perfect, but it does pull a little bit. Hi, Dr. Getlow, dude. I'm good. Things. How are you? Or good. Thanks. How are you? Looking for a void in my loud sleeper base and haven't yet had 300 cycles. Yeah, it's not necessarily something you can find easily because it could be hidden behind other ground assets, right? So, just like these geysers can be hidden behind something, so can the void. I got really lucky, and this one was visible right at the beginning, which was kind of cool. Right. So temperature management. I can do a little bit of a cycle in here, I guess. And I can do some piping in behind this, and we can pump in some cold gases from over here. It's minus 26. So if I... Is this empty? Generator idle. Alright, I guess it's fine. I must... Oh, these batteries are so full now, I hardly even need the power. So let's do something with the gases here. We're going to use another little bit of an exploit. This is, again, something that's probably going to be resolved in the update. But I'm going to grab some of the cold carbon dioxide gases that are right here at minus 30. Let's deconstruct this here so I can reach. At least I thought I deconstructed it. Oh, it was wires. All right, buildings. Deconstruct that. And then we're going to need gas piping. And I'm going to send the gas piping up here, over through the floor, down to here. I'm going to use a gas pipe bridge, and we'll set it this way, I guess. Do a little more gas pipe in here. I think I made all this stuff out of obsidian again. I hate that. What's it waiting on? Sandstone. Okay, no, I did. I managed to switch it. 2 fridge rather than 1 ration box. Yep, those will work well, too, actually. Better storage. The only trouble will be that these are really full right now. So as this gets down and I manage to empty one of these things out, then I'll swap it over to 2 fridges because they do fit in the space. And given that it's a vacuum, you don't have to plug them in. So you're right, it will actually be better storage. Put in the cold biome. Said I found a way to effectively cool geyser water so it can be pumped. Yeah, there's a variety of ways you can do that. So the geyser water, you can actually just run it across a long floor that's covered with permeable tiles that are made out of wolframite, and it'll drain heat as it moves along the floor. You can move it into the cold biome, which is what I'm going to do with the stuff that I have here. Actually, when I send it down below here, I should build this ladder right down. Maybe tonight we can actually play around with the geysers down here. We can do that. How's the temperature out here? That's all nice and chilly, so that's good. This here... Let's get this liquid pipe going. Now, I want something that has a good energy transfer in terms of temperature. So I think granite is the one that's the... I wish I could find some here that I could click on. Fertilizer. Show me some granite. Obsidian. Obsidian. Oh, granite. There we go. Granite, I think, has a good overheat temperature. I thought it had a good heat conductivity. Thermal conductivity of 3.39. So in terms of stone that you can build piping out of, that's probably the most effective one. So I'm going to use granite for now. And we'll do gas pipes out of granite. And I'm going to go like this. We're going to make like a little thermal thing to try to cool the area around this set of batteries here. Make this into a little frigid room, and we'll cycle it all the way back that way. Now you is not alone. IX is here. Welcome to the stream, IX. I was staring at the game, so I might have missed some stuff there. Make them gold amalgam, they'll survive. Yeah, gold amalgam is awesome. Robert Phelps, welcome to the stream. Again with the super chat. Thank you very much. Made it tonight. Good for you. Thanks very much for the super chat. That's amazing. Where are we here? Vomit Rocket. Vomit Rocket? No, I don't like having my calling full of vomit. That's gross. They all get so upset when they gotta run around in it. Like, the next thing you know, you're trying to find rubber boots for them. It's just disgusting. Okay, we need power for our pump over here now, so I should get that set. Go like this. There we go. Alright, so this thing here is going to act as like a cold radiator. Now the trouble is, I don't think it very effectively cools down surfaces very much, or like objects. It definitely does a good job of cooling the air, but they changed the game around a little bit so that buildings that produce heat do a better job of heating the air than they do themselves, and they don't absorb heat as well either. So I think we'll probably have a situation here where the air will stay cool, but the batteries won't really cool down super well. I'm going to put this wolframite underneath them to help cool also. Once we get some gases moving in here, then we'll use the little exploit to let it keep going without consuming any power, and it'll maintain the temperature that it's currently at also. Choose a duplicate. Can't dig it. Loud. Oh, we got a loud sleeper. Bonnie, level 5 technician. I'm gonna name. I'm gonna name this one Robert Feltz. Thank you very much for the super chat. That's awesome. Print. Ooh, 5 creativity and tinkering. So we've got someone else that can do art jobs. Finally. I gotta turn combat off, though. Okay, so we'll get this all flowing through here now. We got this nice cold carbon dioxide. I'm gonna let this build up until the pressure is nice and high. And then once the pressure is really well built up, I could turn off the incoming flow of gases, and this will continue to move all on its own because of the way the gases interact with this pipe bridge. So what's the temperature in here? So the gas in here is... Contents are at minus 7.3 degrees. So some of it's colder than others. The gas that it's grabbing over here is kind of a mixed temperature. I maybe should have set this pump down lower so I could get colder gases down here, but I think it's okay for now. And you can see it's now radiating a little bit of coolness. It's got... No, I'm saying it's kind of more of like a temperate temperature in here rather than a cold necessarily, but these are warm. Let's see how they handle the heat. If it's not good enough, then what I might end up having to do is set the pump down lower, and we can grab some colder air that's a little bit lower down. Hi, Bam Say. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you do enjoy these. That's awesome. Yeah, and competition is fierce for the duplicate names in here. We're gonna be holding fights in the corridor. Rule number 1 is don't talk about Fight Club, though. I think we probably have a good... Yeah, we have good gas pressure in there now. So now I'm just going to go here and we'll deconstruct gas pipes. Deconstruct that gas pipe there. I can... There we go. Perfect. So this will keep cycling on its own. It's just a funny little thing with these bridges. Like, anything that has an input and an output, it will cause the stuff in the pipe to naturally move, whether it's water or whether it's gas. And there's a glitch right now where the gas never changes temperature. Every time it moves, it resets to the temperature it was at when it entered the pipe. So this will go indefinitely, and it'll cool the area, and I'll never have to supply power to it to make it work. It's kind of funky. Hi, Classy Dog 16. Wait a minute, weren't you here just a little while ago? Yeah, we're gonna have a fight club for duplicate naming. All right, so we've got that. Our battery farm will do well here now. These are warm, but they're not getting too hot. I kind of should have cooled this gas a little more before I sent it in here. You know, I think I'm gonna make this gas even colder. Let's take we'll go to our utilities. No, not the hydro fan. The thermal regulator. We'll set that right here. We'll get some more gas piping. And we're going to need gas piping from here into this, and then output from here up to this. And then we're going to need power, of course, because everything works on power in this game. There we go. So we'll get this thing running, and that'll help cool the air, or the CO2 rather, that's in there even more once the power's hooked up. There we go. That'll get things super nice and chilly in there. And then once we get that under control, I think that'll work well. I am out of storage containers. I should build some more of those. Build those out of sandstone, I guess. Another change that's coming in the update that I'm really excited for is that you can set the storage options for your containers on mass. So you can pick a whole bunch of them and set them all at the same time, which is awesome. The sheer amount of time that I've spent in this game going around individually picking storage boxes and setting the storage options on them is crazy. All right, so let's get this. We want to take out polluted dirt. I don't want any liquefiable stuff in here. Industrial ingredients I don't have any of, but that would be the thimble reed. I don't want seeds in here. And I think that's it. Do the same thing over here. Go all organic. Polluted dirt off. No seeds. And no liquefiable. Keep doing the whole same thing with all these. Nope. This is my most anticipated change for the upcoming update, I think. Polluted dirt. No seeds. No liquefiable. No polluted dirt. No seeds. No liquefiable. Over and over and over again. I actually kind of wish they had an option in the new, in some of the updates coming up at some point, that they'll give you a storage container that holds more. Because having a million of these tiny little ones is kind of a pain too. No polluted dirt, no seed, no liquefiable. Seeds, no liquefiable. Okay, I think we got them all. Nice, and they can actually do a little bit of cleaning now because they've kind of left this place in a horrible mess. This thing is broken. Awaiting repair. I might have... Am I super cooled this stuff a little bit too much now? Oh, what is going on? The gas isn't moving. Freezing damage. Oh! Where did all the CO2 go? This thing's pumping CO2 like crazy now. Alright, well, I broke things. I broke the pipe and all the gases escaped. I think I cooled it too much. Arg. Well, me and my cleverness. I just totally undid all my work. Yeah, that's right. I'm brilliant. Deconstruct gas pipes. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to cool the gas before I send it in here. I'm just going to take this thing here and deconstruct it. And I'm going to build it down lower where the temperature is like minus 26. That really stunk. I wasn't paying attention. Who would want a dad as a YouTuber? That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. My daughter seems to like it, but she's also... It's funny. She also really wants to do videos and stuff herself. So it's I'm gonna have to try to find time to do some editing and stuff for her videos too. But it also means that I spend a lot of time staring at the computer, and that's maybe not the coolest thing for a dad to do. Fortunately, I do most of this stuff when they are when they're in bed. Let's see. Get some power down here. There we go. All right, we'll get this thing rocking again. It's got like no gas left in there. That was a complete waste of time and resources. Should not have done that. All right, let's put this in here. There. When we get that all hooked up, we'll get it all filled up with some colder CO2, and then that'll do a little better job cooling, I think, too. It's the pain of a mod, yeah. Cinnamon Toast Ken. He's cool. I watched a bunch of his videos. It's funny, the stuff that I produce isn't necessarily the stuff that I watch. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Oh, I should turn this on. Get rid of some of the hydrogen that's building up in here. It'll make more room. Actually, I'm surprised this hasn't gone down very much. The nice thing is they're not drawing any water out of this aside from for these pumps because I have it located up nice and high. When they want water, they seem to be going down here. But when I'm not making mush bars, I don't have any terrariums, so I guess they pretty much don't need water for much, which is kind of cool. Oh, what happened to my air? Air quality really went down. What happened? Did I have the door open too long? I should probably pressurize this. You know what? I put this tile flooring in here. I could have pressurized off this section, but I think I'll just do a little wall over here after I dig this up, just to save. Dig it up. All right, I gotta wait. If I can block it off, it'll save a little bit of space. I don't have to worry about controlling the gases in. You can join your vertical if you aren't CrypticFox and your name Brightstar. Ah, very funny. Hi, Dark Blade. Orange Doomcat. That's a cool name. If you post what you watch, then it's really yours. Ah, interesting point. I just meant like the style of videos and stuff. I tend to watch, I'll check out like Jacksepticeye and Dragast and... Ooh, do I have... Oh, I forgot I need another bed. You guys probably told me that, and I probably completely spaced on it. Because that's just how I roll. These things need to be at least 3 apart, otherwise the snoring will keep them up. So I'm going to have to dig a little bit farther out over here. And they'll be upset if I don't put a tile floor here, because, you know, they hate sleeping on dirt. I don't know why it is. I don't like dirt floor. Yeah, my oxygen's not so great at the moment. Actually, I'm not sure how that happened. The only thing I can think of is maybe I had some interrupted power supply because I overloaded the circuit. And then this, if this is turning on and off too much, then the oxygen doesn't build up. But it's, I mean, it's still in this, well, it's down in the 300s down here. But up where the vents are, it's between 400 and 600. So it's actually not that bad. They can breathe perfectly fine with that. We've got this pump working now. Oh, that's all blocked up. So how's this going? Okay, good. We got this thing refilled. I'm going to not mess around with it this time. Let's just deconstruct the gas pipe here. We can disable this pump down here because I'm not going to need it anymore. Disable building. And then this little cooling system here will work all on its own for now. What's the thing in the room under the hydrolyzers? This here is called the Void. It's sort of like a little black hole. I kind of wonder actually if it's supposed to be just like a hole that's broken through the shell that this little colony thing is built inside of. It's like almost like a planet or an asteroid or whatever, and there's like space outside, I guess. But anyway, it's a thing that just sucks in all gases and liquids that are in the space around it. So I've walled it in order to avoid it consuming my oxygen, and what I'm doing instead is I'm taking all the CO2 from the lower part of my colony, and I'm pumping it all up top, and I'm sending it into the void. So basically I have a lower power, cooler version of, cooler in terms of like not producing heat, version of the air scrubber, because I can just destroy it by sending it up here. Which is kind of cool. Hi, Ray J, welcome to the stream. And yes, you did make it. 11 in the morning, you have to go to school. Oh, that stinks. See you later, Peter Aberetta. Thanks for checking out the stream. Got another chance for another duplicate. Will we get another loud sleeper? Irritable bowel, gastrophobia, nope. Bust. I think we didn't have money riding on that. Let's put a cot out here. 3 between, that'll do. And in between, I'm going to do some decor type thingamajiggers. Trying to make them happy. I feel happy. Right, there we go. The air quality in this little corner over here is probably not going to be that awesome. But hopefully the CO2 won't build up too much. It'll roll out this way and kind of drop down. Yeah, I love this game too. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the people that subscribe to my channel are getting a little sick of it, because I kind of played a lot. I did cut back a little bit. I've only been playing it maybe like once or twice a week now, where before I was just like, madly insane with the game, just playing it nonstop. And with a new update coming out, I'm probably going to feel a little bit of that again, because there's some cool new stuff coming that I definitely want to check out. Ooh, this is finished here now. I can do a little tile thing here, and we'll block that off. Conserve our gas spaces, as it were. And I should do the same here so the CO2 doesn't spread out this way. I want to keep it near the pump so I can control it. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a little mechanized airlock door in here. Whoops. Oh, that was super awful. Come on. There we go. We'll put a door there. And I'm going to dig up this sand because I don't need sand down here, but I will need it in my little purification system sooner or later. And it occurs to me that I have this piping here dropping water that could be used to cool my water purifier. So I'm going to use my water purifier to cool itself. I'm going to put a tile here. And put a tile there. Maybe it'll keep this little hatch out of the way too. Where's my plumbing? Liquid pipe, we're going to do sandstone. And instead of sending this down and through the floor, I'm going to dump it right here. Hopefully the volume that comes out of this is not going to be crazy. And then we're going to deconstruct the liquid pipes. Where's my liquid overlay? That are right here. So we can deconstruct all this stuff. I don't need it anymore. Get it out of there. Break all this stuff out, and now when it purifies, it will dump the water right here. The water will run past my purifier, which will cool the purifier off, and then it will drop down back down into the basin and rejoin the rest of the water down here. So I think with this system, it'll have a self-cooling liquid purifier, and then I won't have to worry about the temperature there at all. It'll just constantly drip and drain its whole way over, which will be awesome. All right, Vex the Ghost. I'll see you back shortly. You should get rid of those other beautiful statues. You're right, I really should. Actually, I did that with all the paintings, so I swapped all those out, but I meant to do the statues, and we just kind of ran out of time last time. So let's deconstruct all of these, because you're right, these things are kind of an eyesore. There we go. Smash all those, and then we'll build up some new statues in here with people that can actually do something that vaguely resembles art. My base is breaking. Where's my base breaking? Hold on. Dig, dig, dig. There we go. Alright, where's my base breaking? I'm not sure I'm seeing where. Everything seems to be hunky-dory at the moment. Oxygen is good in here now that we've walled this off. I've got the control there. Walled this off, I got control there. So now we have a nice, smaller, pressurized cabin here that I can control. And that should make it a lot easier to get the oxygen there, too. Oh, I'm only 6 away from 8,000. That's cool. I'm really looking forward to hitting 10,000. I know it's kind of an artificial little benchmark, but I've been looking. I want to celebrate when there's a 0 that we add on to the end of each number. That'll be a little bit yet, though. Probably sometime in June, maybe early July, depending on how it goes. Temperature here is doing okay. It's just on the high side of temperate, low side of warm. So batteries are under control, which is good. I shouldn't have to do anything further with that, and it should keep the temperature well. We do have heat issues up here, though. Oh, that is not good. Okay, we're going to need to plant a weeswart up here, I think. Normally, I try to build this oxygen room over in the cold area so I don't have this problem. But I didn't think, apparently, well enough to do that. What I could do instead, I guess, is I could pump the oxygen from here into another room to let it cool, and then pump it from there into the ventilation system. And then I won't have to do any really crazy moving around. Hydro bubbler, yeah, we could do that too. That's probably a little ways down because we've only got six colonists to work with here, 6 duplicants. And that could take a little while. It's more fun to watch me play than play yourself. You don't see that too often. Circuit says it's overloaded repeatedly. Oh, that's probably going to be an issue for my air then. Where's the overload happening? Because I really have a lot on this thing right now. Oh, the whole thing. Okay, so probably step number 1 would be to try to remove things on here that shouldn't be on here anymore. I can deconstruct this pump. The way that the whole circuit works is it pays attention to stuff that's on the circuit even if it's not currently drawing power. It's more like if it could draw power, it considers it part of the drain, which is kind of an issue. Do I have a filter on my carbon dioxide pumps that you don't pump oxygen and lower your pressure? Yeah, I do. It's right here. I put a gas filter here, so if there's any oxygen it grabs, it'll just pump it right here. I could pump it up higher, I guess. That might make more sense, because then it doesn't have to pass the other gases. It's getting all oxygen right now. I should send this upward. But I'd have to do a little fancy work here, I think. Actually, not really. I guess I could just do. I'm going to send this up a little bit higher so that it's not constantly recirculating the same gases. If I send it up here, then I can do a vent right here. And this vent I can actually deconstruct. Because right now it's getting nothing but oxygen. It does such an efficient job of moving the gases that I have no CO2 problem down here. Well, except for over here. That's carbon dioxide there. I probably should do something about that. Maybe put a little... I'm down to just wolframite. How did I get to that state? I thought I had copper coming out my ears. And I think I might, actually. It actually looks a little bit like it's maybe all the way over off to the side, and I just can't switch over to it. It's kind of weird. I haven't seen that before. Missed the Death Star exploding, yeah. The overload is near my mush bar area. Well, I don't have all that much on here. I guess I could, this thing here I've got, we can disable this instead. Hopefully that will solve for some of that power draw. The batteries, probably where I'm getting the surge in here is when it goes to recharge the batteries. That might be part of it. Because this isn't running and neither is the mush bar generator. This here I could turn off. That'll save a little power also. I think with that, it'll be okay now. It should balance out. Oh, this thing's still heating up. Maybe I need to drop the water actually right on top of it, because that is not doing anything to keep it cold. All right, let's muck around with this a little bit. This is the first time I've tried doing like a self-cooling pump here. And I see the water building up beyond it, but I'm not really seeing... There's only a thin skim here, right on top of it. Do liquid pipe. We'll send it up this way, and then I'll do a liquid vent. We'll try dripping it right on top of itself instead. See if that helps. Maybe that'll cool it a little bit better. Because I do find that in general, if you're trying to cool something down, the liquid is usually the best way to handle it. Unless you can just control the temperature in the first place and not let it overheat. And that's usually your better solution overall. Let's deconstruct this wire. I can get the metal back from that. Don't think you can disable repairs. I think you can stop repairs now. If there's something that's broken. I don't know that I have anything here that is broken that I can test it with. But I'm pretty sure you can disable repairs or just tell them not to repair something. Yeah, if it gets hot enough, they'll just go into like constant repair mode because it just damages itself as fast as you can fix it. That's probably not a good state to be in. Alright, let's see how the temperature's going here now. It's dripping right on top of it now. Hopefully this will start to cool it down a bit. Show me some good temperature action here. 36, 35, 34, 33. Okay. So I don't know if it's because it's not working right now or if it's because it's actually cooling from the water, but 33, 34, 35. It's climbing back up again. Not good. It's not what I want. Use the bottom half of the colony. Yeah, I could do a second layer of batteries, I guess. But I do need something that's... I need something to charge them up, obviously. I mean, right now, the power circuit is okay. It's not overloading. I'm pretty much riding around the maximum, though. I can't really do this too much more. If I add many more things on here, it's gonna... Well, pretty much anything more on here. It'll probably tap it out. What I should do is actually have some batteries up here, so when this thing runs, I'm not wasting the hydrogen power that I'm generating. That might make more sense. I'm gonna do that, I think. Let's do little tile floor out here. We'll build a few batteries here, and then we'll try to trap some of the power we're getting from this thing. Duplicates. Nobody. It's hard to get loud sleepers in this game, which is clearly not at all like real life. I spooked you. Hi, Nathan Paul. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Repairs on jobs, Cryptic. Your dupes who are wasting copper repairing the same overload around your mush bar. Oh, is that where it's all going? I feel like I had a ton of copper, but it's not really... When there's an over... Oh, there it is there. That's what it is. I have old wire on this thing. That's what they're probably repairing over and over again, is that little bit of wire that I'm not even using. That's frustrating. This whole system of how the whole wire setup works is changing on Thursday, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Have a good night, classy dog, or a good day, I guess, depending on what time of day it is for you, wherever you are. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us a little bit on the stream. You as well, Dr. Get Low Dude. You're a ghost. Yeah, you're not an emo teen vampire. It's so close. Like that 3 gap is just enough that they don't snore each other awake. It's funny. My stress is nice and low though, 6%. I haven't had to do anything with the stress tables in a while. I guess they stop feeling the pressure a little bit when they've got 150,000 kilocalories of food and oxygen supply is okay, and they can finally take a shower. This thing does wonders for the stress level, I find. When they can get cleaned, it makes a really big difference. Let's get some more copper. Copper, copper, copper. Copper, copper, copper. Copper, copper, copper. I want to get down here. Ooh. So, okay, let's put this to a vote. Should I dig in here and try and do slime production in the biodistiller? Or should we go over here and break into a geyser and see if we can make a gigantic mess out of stuff? Yeah, I can't wait for the new patch. Ugh, it's only a few days away. I feel like I've been waiting forever. I'm really jealous of the people that actually have early access to stuff. Why would I want loud sleepers? Just because, I don't know, I'm being silly. This colony, we started it with 3 loud sleepers, and we're making a point of only picking loud sleepers when they come in, just for something strange to do. The more colonists we get, or the more duplicates we get, the harder it's going to be to find beds for them, because we have to spread them out so far. So if we actually get to a point where we get a surge with them, we get a few of them in a row. Where's a mess? Did I make a mess? I don't see a mess. The more of them we get, the harder it's going to be to find places for them anyway, because they have to have at least 3 squares in between the beds, otherwise they get poor sleep. Oh, mess! All right, so that was your vote. Geyser, we got Geyser, we've got mess. We got 1 for the slime, Geyser. 1's ledge, 2 Geyser. Yeah, it looks like there's another slime, Geyser, no question about it. Geyser. I think the Geysers have it. The Geysers have it. We're gonna make a big mess. All right. I like messes. That's fine. Hopefully. What I probably should do is try to avoid a scenario where the steam gets up here and overheats my generator. So I think one of the first things I should do before we do anything is do some... actually, that's got a good heat transfer, so I don't want that. What's this igneous rock? What is it? I clicked off it. If we can find some igneous rock, I want to see what the heat transfer is of that. Igneous rock. There we go. Thermal conductivity of 2. So it should probably be okay. I mean, abyssallite would be the best non-conductor, I guess, would be what I'm looking for. But I don't have any of it, really. I haven't dug any of it out. It takes a little while. Let's see how much of this we can grab. I want to do some insulation here, basically. And try to block things off in a way that the steam and stuff that comes out of this hot water can get trapped and used, instead of being a case of it like going up top here and overheating my generator. That would be bad. I didn't make a mess yet. They voted for a mess. Well, we haven't made a mess yet. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna dig into that. I'm gonna dig into those geysers over there, and we're gonna see what kind of a mess it produces, because it very well might get messy. I really should have just put this water purifier over here. I am silly. That was ridiculous. I could have put it right in a cold area, and it would stay cold all on its own. Here I'm trying to do fancy stuff with water and stuff on it. Don't overthink things, folks. That's the lesson here. Where's my refinement? I'm gonna do this quickly. While they're harvesting that abyssallite, we can make use of this silliness. I don't know why I didn't notice that. We'll do a liquid pipe here. Send it over this way, connect it there. Liquid pipe down here, we'll send it out this way. Connect it up to this thing I already have, which is fine. As soon as this is built, then I can get rid of all that other stuff there, and then we won't have a heat problem down here. That was just silly. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I can take the Caitlin's dupe and rename it. Yeah, I probably could build a hydro bubbler down here. I mean, not that I'm not hard up for oxygen right now. And when I get to, the reality is when you get all the water and steam out of here, it becomes really, it's kind of a moot point. It's more like just building it for the sake of building it at that point. Oh yeah, it's too hot down here. Get rid of this stuff. Build fast. Build quicker. 4 more subs. 4 more subs. It's kind of like a presidential thing. 4 more years. Yeah, Caitlin's dupe was a mix of like 3 others. I grabbed like 3 or 4 people's names and I kind of blended them all together. So I probably should change that. Since I gave Robert a separate name already, we can take him off. Where's my duplicants? Where is he? Caitlin Robotic Lucas Feltz. There we go. We can change this. I gave Robert his own name, so we'll take him off of this one. There we go. Caitlin Robotic Lucas. Just a small tweak. Okay, this here we're going to get rid of, because I don't need that. Don't need it. Where's my deconstructing? Let's get rid of the liquid pipes I had in here. If I can do my liquid overlay. We'll break all this junk. And we'll just basically... Let's basically just destroy it all. Just smash it. Obliterate. Where's my wires? I want to get rid of that. Bloop. There we go. Take care of all that. When they smash all those things, then this will be the preferred method because it's actually in the cold space. It'll just stay cooler. Natural cooling. Instead of overthinking. And actually, I produced a lot of heat next to this pump, which is not really ideal. Oh, I didn't deal with this yet, did I? Nope. It's getting pretty warm up here. Just making my whole colony warm. Every time I want to try and do something, I always find another problem I gotta go solve. It's just never ending. Never ending. Alright, so the oxygen that's coming out of here right now, I could funnel it out here. Theoretically. And then have a little space that it can kind of sit in and get nice and cold. And then I could just pump it right back into the colony. But that would take a second pump, and I'm not really thrilled about that idea. I'd rather just cool it in here if I can. Let's get rid of some more of this here. We'll turn that on. But I don't currently have a spot that I can plant a weeswort. But the weeswort will grow on like any sort of normal material. It'll also grow on the tiling. So I could actually go in here. Let's do a mesh tile. No, that's not going to work. It's not going to work only because of what I have in here. All right, so let's deconstruct here. We'll do deconstruct buildings. I'm going to get rid of the wall that's here. And we're going to dig out this stuff here. Hold on. I don't have this area up here pressurized. I'll be wasting oxygen because it's just going to sit in this area instead of actually going into my colony. I don't want that. So let's cancel this block here. I'm going to try and grow it on the side there. Might as well get rid of this over here too. Why not? Just dig this whole thing out. I'm going to do tiling in here. We can refill in this floor that I broke out before. And we'll just dig this hole. No, wait, I need the natural stone. Ah, drat. Nevertheless, I can put the tile there. That'll make sure the room stays sealed. Sacrifice your dupe to die in a very hot geyser water. Yeah. Yeah, so the sub count that's on there, you have to make sure you click on Social Blade. You have to click on live, otherwise you don't necessarily see the full total count. Crazy Dave, welcome to the stream. Crazy Dave was a feature in a prior colony where he was the first duplicate that I saw that got scalded into unconsciousness. It was a close call. He almost died. Fortunately, he did survive. We're gonna build a little storage container here. We'll get some weeswort growing in here. I don't know how well this is gonna work. This is kind of a wacky setup I've got going on here now, but we'll see what happens, I guess. This is the first time I haven't built this in a cold area to kind of keep itself cool all on its own. It's actually, oh, it's even hot up here. That was foolish of me. I was not paying attention to where I built that. I want to build a ledge on the far right of the ladder. Over here, you mean? Put a ledge over in this spot. A couple squares over the door. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, it has to have natural ground in order for it to plant. So let's go. We'll stick our weeswort seed in here. We're going to set that priority 7. Choose a duplicate. Duplicate. No loud sleepers. They're so hard to come by. Half the people I talk to are snorers in life. Just not in this game. Alright, we have 2 weeswort seeds in there. Now I have to make sure that when we drop these things on the ground, they don't end up anywhere else. So let's make sure none of these are set to store seed. No seed. Oh, this one's got seed. But we don't want it to hold weeswort seed. Same with this one. This is going to take a while. It's going to take a little bit. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Seed. Get more weeswort seed. No more seed. Oh my gosh. I really wish I had set these earlier, but you can't choose them when you don't have the stuff harvested up yet. So you kind of like have to go all or nothing. You either say like, don't put any seeds in here at all, which would have been the wise way to go, but you know, I never claimed to be wise. Or you have to go and individually set it after you choose them. So this one here I had set up for seed, but not weeswort. So I did have that one set properly. But the rest of them, not so much. So what I'm going to do now is just dump the weaswort seed on the ground, and we will deconstruct this thing. Let them break that out, and then we'll just it'll have to sit there for a couple cycles, but ultimately it should work out pretty well. Ooh, I just hit 8,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Yes, you can plant warts on mesh tiles. You're right. I probably should actually do that in the middle of the room. I have so much stuff in here that takes up so much space. Where can I do that effectively? I guess I could just do. Where is it here? Mesh tiles, wolframite, because I don't have anything else to put it on. Everywhere I put it, I'm kind of lacking space. I guess I could put it like right here. That would work. I could probably do another one over here too. Get like cooling on both sides. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. That's a good idea. I gotta wait for that to build. We'll do that. That'll probably cool a little bit better than being waver on the side. Yay, 8,000. That's awesome. Man, it's so hard. It's really funny to think that I remember looking way back at my channel. It feels like forever ago now. And I was like at 25 subscribers or something like that. And I was like, man, I really hope I get to like 100. Now we're at 8,000. It's funny how it grows. It really is funny. Hello, Ruth Collier. You must be up early. What time is it? It's got to be, what, like 4 o'clock in the morning there or something crazy like that? So crazy. Anybody know what metal slug is? Well, a metal slug would be like a piece of metal that's a slug. it's like waste metal, but it's like a little round disc. People used to use them for like mocking up coins and stuff. You could feed them into vending machines, and it had no value, but you could buy stuff with it. It was kind of weird. Let's set this weaswort. They'll go. So this should have them go pick up the weaswort that's here. They'll stick it in here. We'll drop it on the mesh tile and let it grow there. Well, I tried to put the storage container over there, and it wouldn't let me. When I tried to do it here, it was red. The upward graph. That's a cool little emoji thing there. See a Bright Star Plays. 4 a.m. Yeah, I thought it was really early over in the UK. I don't know how you guys do it. I see a bunch of people that come in here from the UK, and I don't know how you manage it. That's super early. Let's dig out a little bit more of this, and then actually I can do some insulation here now with this fancy stuff and things. We'll go like this. I'm gonna need a door to get in and out. I don't even know that I'm gonna be able to do this in here. Let's dig all this out while we're at it. Hopefully we can reach that stuff. Get some abyssallite insulation in there. That'll help with making sure the temperatures are not a problem there. All right, here we're going to dump all this seed again and then deconstruct. And we'll just let that grow. And then once the one seed grows, hopefully the other one will just stay sitting on the ground, because with 2 of them stacked together, you can't just pick up one, which really kind of stinks. Hi, Blackwater Heart. Welcome to the stream. I should make a hydrogen room. This is actually a hydrogen room here. Although, right now I'm pumped all the hydrogen out of it. I mean, I could do like a fully separate hydrogen room, you mean? Like, pump it into a room that's high concentration hydrogen? I could do that, I suppose. The way it is now, I turn this pump on when the hydrogen builds up at the top, and then I turn it off when it clears it all out. And to fix your gutter from exploding. That's gross. Thanks for the birthday cake, IX, or the, I guess the celebration cake. It's not actually my birthday. You normally go to work 4 o'clock in the morning. Man, I could not do that. I am not even remotely a morning person. I mean, technically, like 4 o'clock in the morning, that's still nighttime practically. But, I mean, some people call it morning. I mean, you must, because you're off to work. But I just couldn't do that. That would kill me. I would much prefer to sleep in, not that I get a chance to do it anymore. Oh, nice. So now this thing's staying nice and cool. I don't even have to do anything to fix it. That was just really silly of me not to build it over there in the first place. I hate wasting time and resources that way. They can't reach over here. We're gonna need a little more scaffolding. Maybe some scaffolds here. I should probably do the same over here, because I'm gonna need this all the way across. And actually, I really should just build the insulation right into the abyssallite on that side. And ore right into the stone on this side, because everything in here that's not solid is going to melt anyway. Just dig all this out. Get it all out of here. There. That should work, I think. Yeah, full concentrated hydrogen room. The only thing is then I need 2 pumps. So I need a pump to move it into the room and then a pump to move it out of the room. Where right now I'm just using 1 pump. So I don't know. I don't think I necessarily want to go that route. Unless I'm going to use it, I'm going to pump it into the room and let it super cool and then pump it from there to do something like a hydrogen bubbler. That might make more sense. But with these 2 geysers right here, I don't know that I necessarily need to do that either. And I really should get this weaswort here before I destroy it with some scalding hot water. Let's dig that thing up. Is there anything else in here? Oh, man, there's more up here. This cold biome is massive. It's like the super-sized refrigerator. Oh, there's more down here. All right, let's dig all the way down here. I want these. Give me these seeds. These things are just too useful to let the water just destroy them. And an airlock door by the geyser so you can control the amount of water into your water reservoir. Yeah, it would be good if you could actually open the door remotely. But the reality is, I'd have to send someone in there and scald them every time I want to turn it off. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I mean, I'm going to put a door here. So this, I'm going to deconstruct the building here to get rid of the ladder. We're going to do a mechanized airlock here. Well, once they destroy it. There we go. Mechanized airlock. We'll spin this little thing in here, stick it right in there. Never seen cold biome that huge. Neither have I. This is definitely the biggest one. And it keeps going. I don't even know where it stops. It's up here somewhere. Oh, there's some algae. Ooh, squirrel. This is going to take a little bit. Weaswort seed times 2. We'll get a couple more over here now that when they dig this up finally. Ah, everybody's off to bed again. These guys sleep too much. All right, so the catch here is going to be that now that I'm putting in this insulation here, all the CO2 that was being generated by this coal generator that was falling into the lower space is now only got this area to get compressed in and to go up. So I should probably try to put a little bit better control over here on my entry and exit so I don't have CO2 flooding in constantly. I think that would be a good idea. So we'll do... Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. I forgot I gamed the system. They never opened the door. It works perfect. Geyser area still have air at the top. You can go in there and put pumps in and keep from scalding. It was a vacuum up in that one. This one here has 55 degrees Celsius polluted air, so I don't know. I'm just going to dig in and let it go down here. I want to see what it does. Like, I don't want to just to obliterate all the ice and snow that's in here and make a huge, gigantic mess. I haven't tried that yet. Mesh tile right in front of the airlock so water will drop straight down. Yeah, I mean, like in here, you mean? Like if I put mesh tile here so it flows out through the mesh tile? Yeah, I mean, that might be an option. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of want this thing just to go crazy. I want to, like, just make a gigantic, like, ocean around my base. And then, when it gets really bad, we'll pump it into the void. Fight or trade with players? Wow. Work to reach the surface and go to the other worlds, yeah. Crazy Dave, I'm a little concerned that you more often than not find your remote control in the fridge. That might be a sign that maybe you snack a little too much while you're eating or while you're watching TV. Oh, this weaswort to root. Come on. Do your thing. Plant and stuff. Nobody's working over here. What's going on? Oh, they're busy digging this out. Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess I can allow that. Weaswort seed times 1. They're not even going to pick up these seeds, though, until I can actually make use of this thing. So I need this one to take root, so I can turn this one to pick up the seeds, and then they'll finally grab them over there. Duplicate. Who have we got? Small bladder, dimensionally inept, can't dig it. No loud sleepers. My kingdom for some loud sleepers. I mean, I guess I have 6. I actually like to run at 6 anyway. This really isn't a problem for me. I was just hoping it would get a little bit crazy with like all these loud sleepers coming in, but they're so rare. Everything else comes up so frequently. Dimensionally inept in particular. I feel like half the time, the people that come in are they either can't dig or they can't build. How do you get the void? You can't really... no, I didn't draw it using the debug mode. This just happened to spawn here. It shows up randomly. I think you have one in every single board somewhere. It's just often way off somewhere outside where your colony is. Like it might be like buried way out here somewhere where you can't see it. And it could be behind other things and you won't find it until you dig into it. But this one here just happened to spawn at the start of my colony. It was kind of cool. Pretty much I won the lottery on that one. Put water pumps in the void so it's ready. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think they toned these things down so they don't produce nearly as much water as they used to. And I have a huge space down here for reservoir. Like it can come down here, like it's still going. As these guys are building the ladder down, I'm finding this thing goes even deeper. So I have a massive, massive reservoir here that I can put water in. I'm not super worried about it. In all likelihood, we'll run out of time on the stream before it even starts to fill up. Yeah. Dig deeper than add 2 tile to contain the geyser. I'm not even going to contain it. I'm just going to let it go nuts. I want to see it melt everything in here. I'm going to dig into both of these. So I'll start with the lower one first. We'll dig in here. And I'll just... No, actually, I should probably dig in a little bit below it so it has a chance to flow out. And then I'll do the same thing up here. I'm going to dig in this area down here. And we're just going to let the water go crazy. I want to see it melt as much of this as it can. Another fun colony to torture me with? Yeah, thanks. You always have to select dupes that you never would, i.e. the ones with the worst traits. Yeah, I've kind of done that a little bit already. I mean, technically, I could have been doing that this time, I guess, and just... I mean, I don't normally take loud sleepers, so that's already a trait that I wouldn't normally grab. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, the snow fell. I get it. I get it. I've actually blocked my ability to move forward because the snow fell and I didn't tell them to dig it out. It's kind of rude. But nice if the ice biome ran down. Yeah, that would be neat. It might. Well, no, that's not even close. Like, there's no possible way. Maybe. I mean, who knows? I guess I'm getting lower and it's going farther down. It could be down here. I can't see the temperature down below. So, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility, I guess, but it seems unlikely. I have another one over here. Like, this one's huge, too. Well, that one's like not quite as big, but it's big. Bigger than the ones that I've had in any other game, I think. Your dupe is not in this colony, I don't think. Who do I have in here? So we have Iliastar, Nelly D, Rich Gamer Dude, Colio Dog, Caitlin Robotic Lucas, and Robert Feltz are the only 6 that we have in this colony right now. I just can't seem to find people. Can't find snorers. When you want them, they're nowhere to be seen. You've been kicked off the Chromecasters. You got the soundbar. I'm so confused, Dragon. Hi, Wolfpack. My day was good. Very busy, though. Very busy. It's been a busy time lately at work. I feel like I'm going cross-eyed from looking at reports too much. This shower can go endlessly, which is kind of cool. Never run out of water there. This water is still lasting pretty well. That'll give us plenty of time to get into the geyser. Give me what I need, folks. Just build over here. Stuff. Possibly things. I wonder, will they even stand out on these ladders? Have I got them up high enough? Do they have to stand on top of the surface of the ladder? In which case, I probably did this wrong. I think they actually have to walk on the top of the surface. I don't think they'll hang onto the side of it. So I'm going to change up my little ladder technique here just a little bit, just to make sure I don't block them in where they can't do what I want them to. Got Igno Harharad again by. Is that English? I'm confused. Sorry, Crazy Dave. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the stream. Good to see you again. You haven't been around in a while. That's pretty cool. Can you be the next one in the colony? There's a lot of people that have been here for a while already that have already been asking, to be honest. Honestly, I think probably I should pick the first person who was here. Some building has lack of resources. Building's broken. It wasn't even pointing at. What's going on here? It says, you know what? It says building broken. Electrical wire received damage because the circuit is overpowered. Which wire? They must have fixed it already. See, this circuit up here is definitely overpowered. I meant to put batteries in over here and I forgot. Let's do that. We'll grab some of these. This is probably just going to add to the overdraw on the circuit, but if I get to a point here, I mean, you know, I could even just put in like a second coal powered generator here. This colony is going to be toast after tonight anyway, because we're going to be starting over when the new update comes out. So I might as well just go hog wild. We'll just put another coal powered generator out here. Get this going, and then I'll just disconnect this whole top section from the power grid, and then that should stop the whole lower part from overpowering. Problem solved. Once they get around to doing it. I mean, these guys are kind of slow. Been subscribed a month ago. Gally told us there's actually some people that come and check out the stream that have been here since I had like 50 people. Which is pretty crazy. It kind of blows my mind a little bit. Hog wild. It's almost time for vomiting and breaking stuff. Oh, yeah. Look, there it is. There's the breaking stuff. Thank you for reminding me. I am the worst person at watching for stress when I'm streaming. I don't know what it is. I just cannot pay attention to it. Maybe because it was good for so long. Sorry, who's Iliastar? There we go. What I should do is try to get some reed growing here, or actually just dig up some reed. But I really want to get the geysers. I want the geysers. If we can get these dug and working so I can start collecting water, then I'm going to go after some reed and we'll build some cool fancy suits so that people can do stuff and things. This piping here I should get rid of and get it set up with water pumps so I can pump out water when I want to. I don't want to send them down into scalding hot water. Not that I'm expecting it's going to fill up enough, because, I mean, this is, like, huge. Oh, my gosh, it goes way down here. Way down here. There's all kinds of weaswort, too. If they get this finished, then I think we will be good to dig in here. Oh, I want to see what happens. I don't know what happens when you send really hot water into the cold biome. I know it's going to cool it, but I don't know at what rate. Is it ultimately going to turn the bottom portion all to ice because it's doesn't have the heat coming in from the top? Like, I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm really curious now. Go ahead and stream with you on the table. It'll be my first back massage in over 10 years. I'll try to remember to do that. 10 years, my goodness. I must be spoiled. I have benefits through work that we can get massages and they're covered. Tristan's been here since 1,000 subs. That was a while ago now too, actually. Hi, Jared. Thanks for going well. Oh, glad you could join the stream after work. That's pretty cool. Where's your dupe? Going to return to the colony. That's a good question. I wish there was like a randomizer button I could hit that would just randomly pick people. Yeah, Blake's been here since 6 o'clock. He's been like sitting waiting around. He was here like so long before the stream even started. Wait, 6 o'clock? That must not be Eastern time. If it is, then my goodness, that was a serious amount of time you spent. Carbon dioxide, what is going on here? Oh, I'm out of obsidian. Wouldn't you know it? Or no, it's just waiting for delivery. Insufficient resource. No, I definitely don't have enough. I thought I was actually building all that out of insulation. Or out of, whatchamacallit? Bisolite. Apparently not. Water only turns ice if there's a little about. Yeah. So maybe if I have a big sea in here, it won't get cold enough. The water does a crazy good job of displacing heat. Yeah, he didn't say which 2 subs. That's funny. Oh, Central Time. Okay, that makes sense. What day or time do I do with my stream? Pretty much at 10 o'clock Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern, that is. Happy 8,001 subscribers. Now we're going to start counting singles, are we? That's funny. What I think what'll really be a thing if we actually get to a point where I get one of those little fancy play buttons. That would be something else. That's a long way off, though. Like light years away off. 8001. That's funny. I haven't seen the pop-up come up on the screen, but I haven't necessarily... It's a little farther over for me to look, so I haven't necessarily been able to see it. Super chats are a little easier because it makes the noise, but with the subscriber one, I turned the noise off. I had a stream where I was doing... ooh, loud sleeper! We've got a loud sleeper. All right. Blake, you've been here forever. I'm going to name this one after you. Blake Mayfield. There we go. I know. Everybody wants a duplicate named after them, but there's only so many. And Blake got here super early. He's been here a really long time. I'm going to throw a cot down here for Blake. Lucky you. You get to sleep by the bathroom. I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse. On the plus side, if you have to go, you can run over and it's right there. But the trouble is, so does everybody else. You get to smell their business. Congratulations. Give him some decor. I'll give you some decor at least, so maybe it doesn't seem quite as nasty down here. Okay, how are they doing with this insulation? Ooh, they're almost finished, but this one block here, insufficient resources, obsidian. I have abyssalite. Use the abyssalite. That was the intended idea. Cancel that. Oh, I had some obsidian. Some obsidian. Oh, they're all going to bed. Oh, Blake, you get to sleep on the floor. I don't know where you are. But somewhere, you're laying around without a bed. Sorry, buddy. This thing still hasn't taken root either. When's that thing going to root? When's it going to root? It's been a couple cycles now it's been sitting here. It's like the whole watch pot syndrome. It's just not going to boil. 134,000 kilocalories. These still are not drained. Oh, you know what? Actually, what I can do now is I can take this and we'll set it to priority 7. That should empty one of these containers in there. And then I can change these out for 2 fridges. A little more storage. Yeah, I have a lot of hatches. I turned off combat on everybody just to make sure they wouldn't get killed off. EJ Folsch, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. That's awesome. Make it fancy for Blake, yeah. He got the fancy room by the toilet. Ooh la la. It's kind of like getting the seat near the kitchen, you know, where the waiter's coming in and out, and your table's getting hit by the door all the time, and you get all the clanging of the dishes and stuff. Best seat in the house. Deconstruct. Where's my food? And food, I want refrigerators. There we go. I'm going to build 2 of them. That should give me extra storage beyond what these things can hold in the ration box. And because it's in the vacuum, I don't even need to supply power for it, which is even better. 6. This is a 6. We'll set this one as a 5. So they should move all the food over now, and then we'll have bonus storage space. Now we can actually harvest food. Yay! It's the first time I've harvested in a while. I don't know if they've been eating it off the floor or if they're just making a point of going to the ration box. Because these plants have been ready to harvest for a long time, I feel like. 100+ people watched this, but yesterday's surge only in 2020. Yeah, it's funny. It's just a function of the game, really, I think. You know, there are certain people that follow the channel and they make a point of coming and checking out all the streams and stuff, which is fantastic. I love that. It's great to be able to interact with the same group of people. But then, for discovery purposes, if you're not playing a game that people are looking for, you know, you're just not going to have as much show up. So, the surge is not necessarily something that people were looking for in the middle of the night, I guess. So, it just didn't get as much volume. The surge didn't even come out until today, I think, on platforms. Although I think yesterday it was out on Steam. Just one of those things. It was still more than seasons after fall. I knew that one wasn't going to get a lot, though, because I haven't seen anyone searching for that game. It was fun, though. And I love the little animated fox. Okay. Temperatures are moderate here. They're still warm up here, but not getting any hotter, so that's good. I feel like things could be worse. Why didn't these plant? Did they just not have time, or did I pick these wrong? Blossom me up. Hook me up with those blossom seeds. Never heard of it. Which one? The Surge or Seasons After Fall? You didn't actually plant... Oh, I didn't plant them. Go me. I'm brilliant. Well, thanks, Bright Star Plays. I appreciate that you like that. That's great. What's a Discord? A Discord is like a chat system. I had Golden King set up a Discord server for me so that people can log in. You can chat with other people that follow the channel. I pop in there periodically to chat as well, although not as frequently as I would like to because I've been a little bit crazy busy lately. But I'm usually in there later on at night, or if I happen to be working at home and I'm not psychotically busy, I might turn it on so I can kind of chat with people a little bit while I work. Personally, I think it's a good opportunity for people to kind of, like, if you want to play games with other people and you don't have a good way of connecting with others, I think that's a really good way to do it also. This is really hot here for some reason. It's like this floor heated up and then it just didn't cool down afterwards. It made a good heat sink and the pipe going through it is really hot, which is strange. But everything over here is nice and temperate. It's so weird. The temperatures in this game are just a little bit wacky. Ooh, they finished the insulation. Yes. Okay, we can dig in down here now. I'm going to dig right here. Give them the business. They're going to get... Oh, they are so going to get scalded when they do this. We might have our first duplicate deaths here because they're going to get roasted. Wait a minute. What I should do is I really should set up a med bay because we're going to have to send a whole bunch of people to the medical bay very, very soon. Medicine. Rejuvenator. This thing works wonders. It does take power, though, which isn't great. That's good up there. Where should I put this? I guess this is really the only space I have for this. I'm going to put 2 of them here. We're going to need power. I really should prioritize this because these guys are definitely going to get hurt when they get hit by that water. And then up top here, I'm going to deconstruct a wire just to break this connection so that this top part can now run solely off the power that's generated here and the battery storage. And then hopefully that will solve the overloading scenario. Watch the last 2 videos, miss. I actually like Seasons After Fall. Watched it. Yeah, it's funny. Like it's one of those games again that people aren't really searching for, but it was actually kind of a fun game to play. It's very, very laid back. It's not in any way. You're not frantic at pretty much any point in that game. But the animation style is really cool. I love the artwork and stuff in it. And overall, I kind of enjoyed it. Dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel. Yeah. Might want to give a way out. I have a way out. They can go up to... Oh, you know what? Maybe I should make a point of... When this stuff melts... I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's build a ladder walkway here. And maybe one over here. Just in case. Just to cover our bases. I don't want these guys swimming down. I want them to actually have a chance to walk down. Or walk across and get out. And then this one over here will be much easier. I can just dig into it. And it's all going to drop like right here. Boom! Like when this melts, all that water flowing out should come down here and just melt a hole like right down. I can't wait to see this. Please make the line person who made me this cursed world. Please let me live. Oh, Colio Dog. Sorry, I didn't even notice the name there. I'm a little out of it. That's funny. I have no idea who's going to be the one who gets scalded. Or even who will die. Let's find out. It's like a mystery. It's Schrodinger's cat. We've got... What happened up here? Oh, polluted water. I got it. Mop this up. Although it does keep things cool. Mop it up. Get it out of there. Get to the chopper. This CO2 is getting all trapped in here. I really should... I should build a way for the CO2 to go upwards. Preferably not in a derpy line like that. Cancel. Cancel. There we go. Let's cancel this one too. If I dig this out, then the CO2 can flow up a little bit, and that should hopefully not get super pressurized here. Oh, and right here... Why didn't I do this before? Let's deconstruct the floor piece here. Since they're getting rid of all these exploits, let's make use of them when we have them. Clean up this mess. So now they can go in and out of the door without opening it. That will stop any other liquids from flowing through. It'll keep all the gas pressurized and stuff in there. Multiple good benefits out of it. If you die, falling can have your soul. That's very nice of you. This thing is not rooting. It's been at least 3 or 4 cycles it's been sitting on this mesh tile, and it's not taking root. And I did not have enough power over here. What's going on? Ooh, generator idle. Power me up. That's kind of important. We need oxygen. The game even told me so. It wasn't included. Oh, actually. Our air is fine. That could go off for a while. Wow. All right, that's pretty sweet. Oh, who built this thing? I bet you Blake built his own statue. Blake. How dare you not automatically not do the job I didn't tell you not to do. The nerve. The nerve. Let's get rid of this. Sorry, Blake. We're going to send your art project back to the scrapyard. That's just messy. Give a proper statue. $10 and 2 out of 3 of Caitlin's souls. Who will die in the hot tub? I actually, maybe we can build it. Let's make a hot tub time machine. See what happens. Look at that mess. Okay, we're really close to breaking in now. If they could just dig through this last little bit, at some point we're going to see somebody screaming that they're getting scalded. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. I'm still getting a notice about a wire being broken over here. I don't know why. Gastrophobia, small bladder, and narcoleptic. So we have somebody who falls asleep randomly, but they don't snore. I think what would be funny is if it was a narcoleptic loud sleeper. So they fall asleep in random places that you can't control, and then they snore and irritate everybody. That'd be great. Yeah, normally they only grow on ground, but I've heard a lot of people say that you can grow weaswort on mesh tile. So I don't know what the deal is here. Apparently it's not working for me. You need wheels on both circuits lines, so you got to back up. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea, but I mean, with the battery power and the coal generator and the hydrogen generator, I shouldn't have too many challenges. Let's turn this off for now. Save a little power. I won't suck the power out with these things. This thing's all stocked up now. The issue was just that I didn't put coal in it. I forgot to set the priority a little bit higher so they would refill it. Oh, did he do his own painting too? Oh, I didn't even notice. All right, he can keep the painting because it's cute. The statue, though, was just ugly. That was awful. Get rid of that thing. I actually like these little stick figure crude paintings. They're funny. They don't do as nice a job with the decor, but it's okay. Look at that. Right straight to the shower. This man has his priorities all sorted out. Wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, take a shower. That's how it goes. Evelyn, you survived college. Are you finished now for the year? Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I said, beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Cat, cat, super cat, eat. Richard, I think maybe you might have some issues there. Have you ever talked with anybody about those? Because I feel like maybe your brain might have overloaded a tiny bit. All right, so he's got the only ugly painting in the place, but that's fine. Blake waited a long time for the privilege of painting that ugly painting, so we'll let him keep it. He's being watched in his sleep now. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I actually, in one colony, I built the statue right next to the shower, so it looked like there was someone spying on people when they were in the shower. I got a laugh out of that. It didn't make anyone else laugh, but I chuckled. Statue's watching him. He just likes it. He likes having somebody there. Oh, look, they're getting scalded. Colio dog. You were the one that took the bait. I never got that seed out of there because this thing didn't take root, so whoever says this stuff should be growing, apparently it changed its mind and it doesn't want to. Geyser's almost, yeah, the geyser's busted into. So we got a flow of water out of here now. We've got some steam. Now we can get the second geyser going. Let's get this one out of here now too. I can probably cancel that. I can cancel some of these too. I guess I'll just make a little waterfall effect down here. Blah, blah, blah. We got steam power, which is good. I was going to build a pump down here and then I forgot. I forgot the pump. It's all carbon dioxide here. I thought actually the steam would pick up a little bit quicker, but not so much. It's going to start precipitating soon, I think. We'll have our own indoor rainstorm. That'd be cool. Maybe we could make like lightning and thunder. No. No, I guess not. Maybe not. Finished the year but didn't do super hot. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, I had my first year of university was like that. I actually I went to school for my first year in to study biomedical science with the plan on becoming a doctor, but I realized after my first year of university I hated it. My grades stunk because I never wanted to be in class. And then I switched to business, which was a pretty radical shift for me. Because I hadn't... Oh, suffocating. Who's suffocating? Oh, no, it's the triple name. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got double geyser power now. It's not really melting very quickly. I kind of thought with this really hot water, this stuff would, like, liquefy super fast, but it's not really. It's actually building up. That's filling quicker than I thought it might. Let's get a pump in here, because we might need one. Plumbing. Liquid pump. No, that's not what I want. I want a liquid pump. A liquid pump. This is filling faster than I thought. That's good. Interesting. Interesting. Why is it not melting quicker? It's actually changing temperature really slowly, considering this is really hot water. Like, it's not boiling, but it's hot. Dang hot. Let's get some wire in here. We'll set up wire over this thing. And then I actually... What I should do, I'll put a switch, like... Can I reach this if I put a switch here? I wonder. Power switch right here. It's kind of odd placement, but if they could work the switch from there, I might not even have to go in and out of this room, which would be good. Plumbing. Work fast, people. Do a pump. Pump the pipe right up. Pump the pipe right up here. Pump it a pump. Where should I put the water? When I get it out of here, it's got to go somewhere. I could pump it over here. Or, I guess I could pump it up here so that I can refill my water, you know what? Actually, when there's enough water in here, I could probably just pump it directly into my oxygen supply, and then I don't even have to worry about any secondary stuff. We'll see what happens here. I'm really curious how quick this stuff's going to melt. And who's injured? There's a few people that are definitely injured, so maybe I should take care of that. Where's Colio Dog? I know he got injured. Who else? Vitals. Who's hurt? I wish it would show you in here. I can see the stress level, fullness, eaten today, but I can't see whether they're injured or not. That's really weird. What's funny is I just sent them into scalding hot temperatures, and the stress level is really manageable right now. What are you doing? Get out of there. That's foolish. Deconstruct this. I don't need that. Oh, no, come on. Wires. Get rid of the wire. There we go. All right, so that didn't make nearly as much of a mess as I thought it might. I mean, it filled up a little bit, but it's really melting this water slowly. Maybe steam works better. I don't know. Yeah, work, my peasants, work. I kind of hoped it would be a little more dramatic, but nothing's melting. I thought maybe like we'd get this like whole gush of water that just started melting its way all the way down bottom here, but we're not seeing any of that. This might actually fill up with water a little bit quicker than I thought it might. Unless it melts more of this. Come on, snow, -6. It's very slowly getting warmer. All right, it'll melt eventually. It's going to be dirty, though. A whole bunch of dirty water mixed in there. This is not going to root here. It's just not happening. So apparently the whole build on mesh tile stuff just does not apparently work anymore. Which really stinks. It would have been nice to take advantage of that. I want to use dirty water to make fertilizer since I have like 900 billion gallons. Yeah, I could just pump it in there, I guess. I'm not going to have too many problems that way, I don't think. I mean, I have 120 some odd thousand calories. They're really not growing anything with any real speed down here because they just don't need to. 7 total duplicates and 123,000 kilocalories. And if these things crop up like every once in a while, that's really all it's going to take to keep them fed. I'm probably not going to run out of fertilizer. Particularly since I have an outhouse over here with a compost. A dirty outhouse? Somebody clean the toilet. Come on. Blake here's got to sleep next to that thing. Look, he's gasping. He can't handle the smell. It's brutal. Sorry, Blake. Just strut over, wait for the shower. All right, so... Yeah, there's a relatively... I wish I knew how much water really flowed out of this stuff in terms of volume. Seems to be okay. We're getting a little bit of steam showing up down here. Not a lot yet. Did they get the pipe built for me? Yeah, they did. Okay, so the pipe's in place. I think we're... Yeah, this is all ready. Whenever I want to use it, I can hook it up. But it's going to be a little while. What else should we build? We got to... Put on fast forward. No, it isn't fast forward. So fast forward is going to get. It's on the fastest forward. What's the temp overlay look like on the geysers? They're pretty hot. Shaboom. Look at the water. It's super hot. I mean, it's cooling. The water's cooling down over here, but it's still... It's taking a lot longer to cool down even than I thought it would. It's maintaining its temperature really well. Unfortunately, it took out this wart, which is now super overheated too. I guess I kind of left it in a way where the steam's getting trapped upwards a little bit until the pressure builds, maybe. I guess we can go ahead and let's work on some biodistillers instead. I'm going to use this room in here, I think, for biodistiller country. But we're going to need slime, and I don't really have any yet. And that presents my next challenge. All the slime is located down low here, so we actually have to dig down to it. Oh, poor little farting puffed. Those guys are so funny. And I think there might actually be a geyser hiding in here. So I'm not going to break into that. I don't want to cook the puffed. Yeah, evil CrypticFox. That's me. That's me. Where is my ladders? Build me some ladders. Ladders, please. What's the easiest way to do this? I guess over here? And I think that was the sound of another duplicate arriving in the printing pod. Survey says... No! Mouth breather, slow learner, scaredy cat, can't dig it, and narcoleptic. Look at the skill set on this guy, though. He can't dig, and he falls asleep at random times, but otherwise, he's relatively well-skilled. He would actually be a good addition if it weren't for the fact that... excuse me. If it weren't for the fact that I'm actually taking all people who are loud sleepers. So get out of here. You're just not worthy. Just not worthy. How's our... So the air down here really stinks. This is all... That's oxygen, actually. That's weird. I thought this would be all CO2 trapped down here, but I actually trapped oxygen in this little room. This thing's still pumping like crazy, and it's not getting any CO2 because it's moved it all, which is... That's amazing. This thing is such an efficient way of getting rid of CO2. It's unbelievable. Oh, I should turn this back on. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better way to get... Why have I got polluted air all through here? What's going on here? Did something rot? Why have I got all of this? Is this thing out of sand? No. Why have I got all this polluted air in the middle of my base? I was not... Something I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching something. And now I've got polluted air and I don't know why. Is it maybe from over here? Mop. Is there... There's nothing to mop up here. Oh, look at this. There's a bin over here that's storing something it shouldn't. Liquefiables, organics. It's fine that way. Polluted dirt. Which one of these did I not set up right? Polluted dirt. Polluted dirt. That's not holding liquefiables. That's not holding liquefiables. What is producing the stink? This bin right here is stinking up to high heaven, and I don't know why. That one is too. Two of them! 2 stink bins. Filtration medium and sand, no. Consumable ore, no. Raw material, wolframite. Cultivatable soil, dirt. There is nothing, there shouldn't be anything in here that's stinking like that. Oh, have I got slime in there? Organic. I do have slime in there. Ah. When I built these bins, I forgot to uncheck slime on all the new bins. Ah. That was... Oops. My bad. Sorry, people. Sleeping in a stink fest. The slime is the answer. Slime. Oh, I got polluted dirt in this one, too. That's a good option right there. I got this thing all messed up. Organic. Polluted dirt, slime. It's amazing I didn't actually get filled up with stinky air earlier, because there's actually a couple of these bins that still had polluted dirt on them, because when I built them, I don't think I had any. So it wasn't something I unflagged. So they filled it up on raw materials at least, instead of raw poop. Which I suppose is better. Polluted dirt, slime. Oh my gosh, I really hate clicking on all these things. Thursday can't come fast enough. I hate this. It's also a broken oxygen algae pump in the middle of the polluted air. Yeah, I'm not super worried about that. We got so much oxygen coming through that hydrogen room that I don't really have to worry too much about having any algae deoxidizers running. And now that we've cracked into both of those geysers, I don't think we have to worry about running out of water to run our hydrogen room either, which is good. Polluted dirt, slime. Polluted dirt, slime. Polluted dirt, slime. Shoot me now, slime. Alright, I think we're almost done. Sorry for the hassle. This is not the most stimulating viewing, watching me click these little things. Alright, so we made a healthy mess there. I should probably do down here. Maybe I'm gonna do. Let's just cheat over here again. Or maybe cheating is the wrong word. We're gonna use the exploit again. We're gonna rig the door so we can go in and out here, so they don't open the door. And then I'm gonna let this whole area in here get super stinky. Because I can. Deconstruct this. No, deconstruct. All of this. Get rid of that. Alright, so this is going to be our little... Oh, wow, they got down there nice and quick this time. We're going to need storage bins in here that are set up specifically to handle the slime products. So let's just set them in here, I guess. Aw, little fart machine. He's awesome. Backwork hasn't kidnapped you yet, yeah. Hi, hired goon. Knock, knock, who's there? Goons. Goons? Hired goons. Yeah, copying and pasting on those storage boxes will be great. Will be great. I hate like going through and individually having to click all those little things. It's kind of frustrating. And I say hate lightly because, I mean, there's actually not very much about this game I don't like. That's a little bit of a nuisance, but I'm willing to put up with that just to play the game. It will just be infinitely better when we don't have to. I'm going to set these so they only hold slime. Just slime. Let this be the official Slime Works. Slime Factory Central. And everyone that's down here can get wonderfully diseased because they'll run around in all the stinky air, and it will be great. It'll be amazing. Everyone's going to reek. They'll all get diseases. They'll share them around. It'll be a lovely time. Auto harvesting, yeah, that'll be cool. For me, I'll be looking forward to the automatic massage tables because I forget to put people on them all the time. I can stream and they'll just get massages automatically with me doing like nothing. It'll be great. It's like my ideal dream. Doing little and coming up with something. I should actually build some... While I'm down here... Oh, I just trapped somebody. Yay! Let's see if he can... Well, he won't suffocate because he can breathe that stinky air. They just don't like to. Oh, dirt bladder. Cancel this. Get rid of that stuff. Let's set some more digging up down here. Dig all this junk. Dig me some slimes. Slime people. Give me the slimes. What's my favorite thing about this game? I would have to say the duplicates. Wait, I got two people trapped there. That's good skill right there. Rich Gamer Dude and Iliastar both hanging out. Ooh, one of them's got wounds. Iliastar is wounded. Let's maybe send him up and get him rejuvenated. He must have been playing in the hot water. What do I like most about the game? I would say probably the duplicates because I think they really make the character of the game. There's lots of resource management games out there. But the duplicates just add this funny little character to it that's so neat. Outside of that, I would say the variety of stuff that you can build and do in the game is really cool. All right, good. They're free. Cancel this. Somebody harvest this thistleweed. Sweep this thing up. We can build a little clothing factory, too, while we're at it. Now that we're finally getting some thistleweed, I'm going to build a clothing factory. We're going to need that in... Where's our temperature layout here? I should probably put it over here in this wonderfully gross-looking carbon dioxide. Put a little tile here to maybe get rid of some of the CO2 that we got trapped down here. And then I'm going to put our clothing factory over here. I think that's in... Is it in refinement? No, it's in stations. Yes, textile factory. Set them up right there. Gonna need a little power. Shibuya. Nope. Oh. I think I connected it. I don't even know. I might have overshot. And it should be good. I think we'll be fine. The physics in it are pretty cool, too, yeah. It's a little wacky with the water physics, but even that's entertaining. I don't know. It's just something about... I consume hours in this game so easily. I sit down and I start playing. I get my guys digging. I start researching stuff. Suddenly I'm building things. I'm expanding a bit. And then I look over the clock, and it's been like 2 hours. And when you can play a game and kind of forget that you're playing it and just have it consume time, then you know you're enjoying yourself. Now, sadly, it consumes time, so when I sit down and play it, I lose time. But oh yeah, polluted air oozing up the ladder. It's nice and it's getting nice and thick in here. Things are getting pretty. I'm gonna put something in here to help these people breathe just a little bit because we have really good air pressure in here. It's just all really stinky air. So we'll put 2 here, so at least when they're in here, if they decide they want some fresh air instead of the stinky air, they can go breathe that. But they can breathe the stinky air anyway. Nelly Nee wants a suit. A suit? Are you in here? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, good. Good. My memory failed me for a moment. Just to say, it worked exactly as it normally does. We got, that's a very little bit of slime they've built up there. You guys you can dig more. Come on. I think they've been finding some algae down here, too, which is good. Look at this. We can get all this wonderful algae down here. All this beautiful, stinky water we can't do anything with. That's pretty good. This ice is, well, the snow anyway, is actually starting to melt a little bit now. We're getting a little bit more expanded here. It's going to be a while. I can't believe how slow the temperature change is taking place with the ice and snow. Minus 11 now. This stuff is starting to actually shift down there. It'll break through eventually. It's just going to be a really, really slow process. Trench stench. Yes. Bring on the disease. I guess I should make an apothecary table. Get rid of the trench stench. I don't think it has any real effect on anything, but... Oh, it takes power too? Come on. Everything in this game. Everything takes power. Even the massage tables are going to take power after the update. What's with the liquid loop around the batteries? This is my little cooling system. This is actually gases that... I pumped in some cold gases that were in the cold biome. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Pumped in cold gases were in the cold biome, and it's radiating cold in the area. It's kind of helping keep the temperature in here more on the warm side instead of it getting it up into the hot and scorching area. You can actually cool the gas farther, and particularly if you're using a better gas. Like, I'm using CO2 because it's just what I had over there. But if you use hydrogen, you can get it super cold, and you can use this, and it's not connected to any power source. It's not connected to any pump or anything. But because of the bridge has both an input and an output, it will continually move the gas in this closed system. And there's a bug right now where when the gas moves within the pipe, it maintains the temperature that it entered the pipe at. So even though it's in an area that's hot and I'm using it as a way of controlling temperature, it doesn't actually heat up itself. It will always stay that temperature. Dimensionally inept, flatulence, dimensionally inept, and yokel. No loud sleepers. We haven't added one in quite a while. That's crazy. You weren't burned alive. No, Colia Dog. You got a little scalded, but you didn't die, so that's good. EJ Foch, there's a lot of people that have been asking about getting a duplicate in the game. They've been very hard to come by because I'm only taking people that are snoring right now. So I think you might be kind of behind along the thing. So we can do a placebo pill to help with the trench stench, or we can actually do a remedy. Stops horrible accidents from happening. Herbal remedy. Get yours today. That helps diarrhea. This one helps heal speed. It works on all diseases, plus 1%. Heal speed plus 50%, but it only affects diarrhea. So I guess with trench stench... Ooh, water and sand. That's a... Sand and algae. Like, who wants to use those? Forget it. You can live with the trench stench. It's not going to hurt him. His feet might stink a lot, but whatever. You have to wait till June. Oh, no. I have no idea what this game requires in terms of like system requirement. Oh, we actually look at that. We got enough air pressure in here. These vents are overpressurized now. 2,000 grams of oxygen. We got oxygen to spare. Water's getting a little lower down in here, but it's okay. Okay. Well, we've got... Oh, we trapped somebody. How do you do that? I had ladders and everything for them to walk on. Here, you build a ladder. Get yourself out of there. Get yourself something frilly. What's our temperature? 25 degrees. Thimble reed. I forget what it requires. My brain, no worky. No worky goody. Let's do some mesh tile down here. We can build some thimble reed. Although, actually, it might take three tiles for it to grow. Let's see what happens. I can't remember if it takes 2 or 3 tiles for the thimble reed to grow. Yeah, okay, well, make sure your suit's an extra large since you've got a triple name. It's all blended in. Where's the hydrogen for the hydrolyzers going? I actually just have it sent out to this little hydrogen generator. Not that it's really needed all that much. Oh, I forgot I was going to do this. I keep forgetting. I have a brain like a sieve. Seeds. Where's my seeds? There we go. Put some weezwort in here. Set this at a 7. Oops. Don't mean to stop it. Sheer shoot. You were missing the stream. Hi, Eliastar. On the plus side, your duplicate's still alive. That's something. There's nothing wrong with stinky feet. You're right, Bright Star Plays. Don't worry about that awful, horrible foot problem you have. Who needs doctors anyway? Foot stench adds character, I've heard. And various other lies. Scalding. Who got scalded? Oh, what are you doing down there? All right, let's lock this. There's really no reason they should be going down there. He just wanted to, like, go collect something, or he's bored. No. Now somebody's going to lock him in there. Just wait. It happens almost every time. Nope. Nope. Oh, we made it out alive. Good job, buddy. Come on, lock it. There we go. Okay, so now they won't go in. Let's keep that all trapped in there with that wonderful CO2 and hot water business. It's not really filling up very quick. Here I was worried it was going to overflow at some point, but I don't think we have to worry about that at all. What other games do I stream? Just curious. So I've been streaming a variety of games. So this week I've actually... Normally I do like 1 or 2 streams a week. Oxygen Not Included is something I've definitely been doing a lot of since the game came out. This week, though, I did 2 days where I played The Surge because it was coming out as a new game. Another game that was coming out on consoles called Seasons After Fall. It's already been out on the PC for a while, but I decided to play that. I'm playing Dark Souls 3 on stream at the moment. We're playing that tomorrow night. Thursday is more Oxygen Not Included. Friday, I'm going to be playing Ark Survival Evolved. Saturday, I think I'm just going to do an open game of Rocket League and let people join in. And then I'm hoping we can get like enough people in that we can get just like a 6-player game or 8-player game, however many lets you have. I think it's 6. Just everybody on the stream so I can just play. We've done that a few times. It's been kind of fun. But that's mostly what I'm streaming right now. Oh, and I've what else have I streamed lately? I can't even think now. That's the bulk of what I've been streaming mostly. Natalie, I'm not really choosing snoring dupes for any particular reason. We just decided to make a colony where everyone who was in here had to be a snoring person. There's one duplicate in here that's not because we just couldn't get one to come up, and I needed somebody else to help with the building. So we finally picked somebody that didn't snore, but everyone else is a loud sleeper. And I just did it for the sake of something different to do. Live stream every day, every week. Yeah, well, the trouble is I have one of those things what do they call it? A work life. So, yeah, it's been fun, and this is going to be it's going to be good. I mean, I think for the rest of the week, Oxygen Not Included is the one that draws the most people to come and watch the stream. I think because the game's relatively hot right now, so a lot of people are kind of checking it out. The other games, they're not drawing nearly the same kind of stream traffic, but I don't know. When I spend a lot of time focused on streaming, I don't get nearly as many pre-recorded videos done, so it's kind of a balancing game. What is that black hole in your base? It's a black hole in my base. You pegged it. This thing's called the void. It's basically just a spot that it sucks up gases and liquids, so anything that's in this area. I've sealed it off, and then I'm pumping carbon dioxide into this little space and then letting the void just destroy it. So rather than using a scrubber or algae terrariums or anything of that nature, I put a gas pump down here, and I just pump it in the void, and it all goes away. Snoring and stinky feet. That's a really good combination, yeah. Can you make a hydrogen bubbler? Technically I could. Probably. I would need enough polluted air. I guess I have polluted air down here, which works. We'll need hydrogen in order to chill it and turn it into clean oxygen. But I don't know. I mean, that's going to take a long time. I don't think we're going to have enough time in the stream for this. I've already run over, I think. Yeah, it's actually just after 12. I'm going to keep going a little bit more, but I already have so much oxygen here. My people can't breathe at all, so I don't know that I'm going to have an opportunity to build a bubbler in here. Make a poof plant. Poof poop plant. I'm actually in the midst of building that now. So I hollowed out all this space down here so that I could get the materials that I needed. And then in here, we're going to dig all this stuff out. I only have a single puff, so we're not going to get a lot of slime off this guy. But I am going to build... Actually, I'm going to need to make this a little wider. I am going to build a biodistiller plant here. Yeah, the void is pretty awesome. I got super lucky, and it was right in my starting area. And that thing is incredible. I mean, in terms of like controlling the CO2, I've had no issues at all. Like if you look at my gases, I have so little of it down here because this pump is too efficient. It just pumps it all out. And I have a filter on it, so if it grabs oxygen, it just moves that up higher into the colony. So that's like a secondary way of pumping air up. But I have zero problems with CO2. That void just takes care of it all. If it ever gets to the point where I have too much water, too much gases of any kind, I can do the same thing and send it to the void also, and it will just get rid of everything. It's like the ultimate garbage disposal. Open the void. Just open this up and let it suck in all the... Well, I don't even have it connected to the oxygen area. I could turn this whole top area into a vacuum. That would be funny. Really, the only reason I go up here now is to turn this thing on and refill this. Ooh, which is actually sitting idle because the batteries are full. And this thing's just pumping like crazy. Alright, we got a floor set up here so we can start working on our biodistillers. Don't forget to put me on the table before you... Yeah, I'll remember to do that. Yeah, voided geysers really make it easy. So I've got steam and water coming out of here. Although the quantity of water is not really at the volume I thought it might be. We have a little precipitation I see falling. I didn't get the quantity of water I thought I might out of it. And there's some steam, but oh, my pump got broken. I didn't have gold to make it out of. So I made it out of copper, I think. And I really shouldn't have because it's overheating. This pump's going to be useless. I have it down here and it's going to do nothing. Literally nothing. Duplicate. Give me a duplicate. Show me loud sleeper. Oh. Denied. Denied. The ultimate garbage disposal, yeah. Just put food near them. They'll take care of it. No problem. No problems. Ooh, this is ready. I stink. I put the wrong tile down here. Deconstruct buildings. Get rid of all this. Preferably not without falling in the water. Oh, good. They can do it from the ladder. Awesome. I had somebody that I used to work with. His thing was he would put cheese on the corner of his desk and he would let it warm up. And then when it got warm enough, he'd take it in little balls of it and roll it between his fingers so it got all like sweaty and nasty. Apparently, he really liked it when it was that particular temperature, but it was not something I could ever really wrap my head around. Food, aquatic farms. That was what I meant to put down here. I want to grow a little bit of plant life down there that we can use to try to make some fancy suits for people. I don't think I collected any thimbleweed. Fabricate, or did I? Is it waiting for material delivery? 5 kilograms. It doesn't say this. It doesn't have any material, so it might actually have some thimbleweed I can put in there. That's cool. I actually didn't think I did. Refinement. We want the biodistiller up here. Let's do maybe a couple of these. Let's go like hog wild. I don't know. Actually, how much power do these take? These each consume, oh, only 120 watts. That's not that bad. Bubble Cat is a duplicate. Thanks, Richard. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. A Bubble Cat. I don't know how I would get a Bubble Cat as a duplicate. If you hook up a fertilizer range in the distiller, it will work in your favor, consuming the dirty water. Yeah, the tricky part is that the fertilizer, it consumes so much less fertilizer. Ooh, this will grow. Hold on. Hold on. It makes so much less fertilizer, like it consumes only a fraction of the amount of polluted water is what is put out by the machines. I think. Let me just double check it. Oh, look at that. I made just the right number. Ha! You'd almost think I knew something. I definitely don't, though. Don't ever count on that. What was I going to look at? Fertilizer maker. Right. Stations. No, it's in refinement. Fertilizer maker. This thing takes in 150 grams per second of polluted water, and the biodistiller produces 200 grams per second of polluted water. So you need like 3 or 4 fertilizer makers for every one of these biodistillers, which is just not really, it's not terribly feasible. I need power. Give to me the powers. Give to me the powers. This is going to be really, really ugly because I'm not running it through the floor, but whatever. This colony's on its last day anyway, so we'll just make it look like whatever. Oh, hold on. Cancel. Cancel that one. Cancel that one. All right, we need plumbing too, so we're going to put some liquid pipes on here. I have so much food still, I'm not even going to worry about the fertilizer maker right now, because I think between the double outhouse and the compost, I've been producing so much fertilizer I can't even use it all. Where is my fertilizer? It should be in organic stuff, right? Unbreathables, liquefiable, consumable ore, filtration medium, organics. There we go. Fertilizer, we have 1,473 kilograms, so it's actually not as much as I thought I might have. Considering the poop machine I've got on the go over here, I thought for sure I'd have more than that. They're starting to produce some slime business over here, which will really crank up the polluted oxygen pressure in here. I made several gas permeable tiles over to Wolframite. Yeah, I did, actually, in a variety of places. Part of them I were using as heat sinks, but... If you were in the game, what's your... if you were in the game, what's your first action? If I was a duplicate, probably cry. Particularly if I was controlling things, I would definitely cry. Yeah. Maybe. Or eat. I don't know, one of the two. Didn't answer you on Discord. How can you do something that's so awesome that impressed my girlfriend on this game? Sorry, Blacktune. I haven't jumped into Discord in a day or two. I've been super crazy busy at work. How can you do something on this game that will impress your girlfriend? I don't know. How easily impresses your girlfriend? We could build a crazy bathroom setup, I guess, that produces... it runs on its own closed cycle and makes fertilizer. Maybe. Thanks, Palace for Gamers. We actually hit 8,000 on this stream. When we started, I think we were, I don't know, 5 or 10 short, something like that. So we got a few more while we were on stream, and we're now over 8,000, which is super cool. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to the channel, by the way. I'm actually a little bit blown away by how many people we've kind of gathered up over the period of time since I've been producing videos, and apparently you guys vaguely like what I produce, so that's pretty good too. Thanks very much. I don't know. Yep, you're right. I don't need that many distillers, not in any way whatsoever. I have no use for the algae. I just wanted to make them. I don't need these at all. At this puffed, I can't even get to his. I can't even get to the poop factory he's got going on down here. And I think there's a geyser hiding inside here. If I check the temperature overlay, well, it's not that hot actually. Maybe not. I feel like there is, though. Like, when it has this igneous rock in the swamp area, I just automatically think there's a geyser there. But these ones didn't have it. They had sedimentary rock. Maybe it's the sedimentary rock that it is, not the igneous. That might be what it is. Start making clothes. Yeah. So I have I have a suit up here. Ooh, we got a suit. Aha. Suit. All right, Nelly can have the first suit. There you go. Let's make more suits. Fabricate. I have no idea how much... No, I'm already out. So I did build a little farm down here so we can start growing some of the thimbleweeds that we'll need. And that will help get us all situated for suit production. But we're going to need a little bit of time. Those have got to grow. Do you have a shower? Its own closed circuit? I didn't bother making a closed circuit for the shower so much this time. I just have it pumping up here. I get it filtered so that it's clean, and then it goes back down here into the water reservoir. You can still have it on a closed loop with the water purifier, I guess. I just didn't do that. It might have made more sense if I did, because then I wouldn't need this pump running. I could save a little bit of power. What they changed actually was that the toilet system or the lavatory produces more wastewater than it consumes in fresh water. Where originally it produced the same amount that it consumed, so you could create a closed loop because you never needed an influx of additional liquid or an exit for any extra liquid, so it worked great. It just went in a perfect loop. They changed it finally so that with the lavatory it produces excess polluted water, which makes sense. I mean, you walk in the bathroom, you generally don't leave with the same amount you had in there. So it doesn't work that way now. Now, if you want to do that kind of a closed loop, you actually have to have an extra branch that breaks off so that you can take some of the excess out of the system all the time. I should dig up the chlorine and flood the base. The final end of the colony will be poisoning everyone with chlorine gas. That would be a grim end, wouldn't it? We could actually just pump all that up into the void and make it go away, I guess. I want to get this puffed stuff. Give me your puffed business. So I'm going to build a ladder across here. We'll build a tile here. We have a double door there. We're going to need to dig all this out. Like so. And then I'm going to put a mechanized airlock right here. Which makes no sense, but I want to keep the puff trapped in this area. And then we'll see if we can collect some of the slime that's in there. And make something useful out of it. Like algae, which I have literally no use for. So I'm making useful stuff I have no purpose for. Do you recoup the resources when disassembling pipe or tile? Yes, you do. So it is a good idea to undo things if you don't need them anymore. Need to build your thimbleweed one tile lower. No, actually you don't. It will grow here perfectly fine, sitting in just that little layer of water. Oh, wait. Did they change it? Chilly surroundings. Oh, it's the temperature that's the issue. I let things get too cool down here. That stinks. So you can see the will grow underwater, but I guess if I set it one lower, I would probably not have the temperature issues that I'm having right now. So that's probably a good idea. Maybe. They did have a bug where it was confused about whether something was hydrated well enough. The issue with growing the thimbleweed is you have to control the temperature of the water, which is easy because it stays relatively constant. But then also the air that's above it. So, yeah, this stuff's just going to keep stifling on me. Although, as I'm producing this water, it's actually flowing over the top of this. I might take care of it on my own. I won't even have to move it. Do I have suggestions on how to make better videos on YouTube? I honestly don't know. I don't know. A couple people have asked that a few times. I don't think I'm a professional at it myself. I mean, part of it is really just about getting comfortable and talking and stuff when you're doing the recording, because I think that's what people struggle with the most. Is trying to have a conversation and do other things at the same time. It's not always the easiest thing to do. Beyond that, I would say sound quality shouldn't be overlooked. If you have a really crummy mic, it's one of those things that people have a hard time overlooking. So if you have the opportunity to get something that produces decent sound, or clean it up as much as you can. Online tomorrow for Dark Souls, so you can be invaded. Yeah, I always play online, actually. So if you want to come and invade me, that's not really going to be much of a challenge for you, I feel like, because I'm not really that good. But I will be. I always play online, so when it's running tomorrow, it'll be as usual. This thing's going well. I think maybe if this water can flow over top just a little bit more, then I won't even have to move these other tiles. That'll be good. It'll be good. So we're getting a little bit of slime now out of our fancy little slime maker. He's farting up a storm, but I'd like to get the slime that's up here, too. let's do a little ladder system up here. So I can go get the slime, and I can harvest the thimbleweed that's up there, too. Actually, I can't harvest it, but I can sweep it. Sweep it up. Still waiting on more suit production. More suits. Building insane hydro bubbler. Gonna stream now. See, that's some sly advertising there. It would be nice to get another dupe before the end of the stream. I'm already over time. I'm at 12:20. I think probably at the end of this cycle, I'm going to call it a wrap on this one. We've already built quite a bit in here. I mean, it's not a huge colony, but it's already pretty much self-sustaining. Between the water and everything that we get out of these geysers, the void that I can use just to destroy anything I don't want. Oh, we finally got a weeswart down here. Is that helping the temperature at all? Not really. It's too displaced. Let's deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Get rid of this one, too. And we'll set this one for... Where's my seed? There it is. Seed. Weeswart. 6. So we'll let them pick that up. They can put it in that other container. We'll drop it on the floor and start a second weeswart. Thank you. Put it down. Deconstruct. This isn't going to do a ton to chill out the area. It's actually a little too far removed from these machines. I'd like to have it in closer. But just based on what... It wasn't growing on the mesh tile, so that kind of ruled that out. Am I going to invade anybody? No, that's not typically my playstyle. I like to... I'm still focused on trying to get through the game and the bosses and stuff. I'm not a super good PvPer when it comes to Dark Souls. I tend to get my butt kicked pretty good. So I'm going to focus more probably just on playing through the game itself. I actually still need to get the downloadable content for it, which I really should grab, considering I'm kind of in that area now where I could use it. 94% this one's at, so we're going to get some thimbleweed here. We got a little bit that was sitting up here. This thing keeps stifling, though. Soon, my friends, soon. We will have suits for everyone. Oh, there's another suit. Hey! Alright, who we can put this on? Oh, let's see. We'll give Blake a suit because he's got to live near the bathroom. And I feel like he needs some compensation for that somehow. Everything's going good here. We're getting all kinds of algae production here that I have no use for, which is amazing. What can I do with the algae? Ooh, I can use the apothecary table. We can make medicine we don't need out of the algae we don't need. Consuming some power we don't need. And possibly even food we don't need. That'd be great. Everything's going great. This is like easy sailing now. At this point here, this colony could probably go on forever. Yeah, you're not a good PvP. Yeah, it's sometimes it's easy, particularly if the other player's not moving a lot. But those are the people you normally have to be careful of. Oh yeah, Caitlin needs an extra large suit, so we're gonna have to get some extra thimbleweed, actually, to get enough to make a suit for them. Any suggestions on a $20 NZ games on the stream? Any suggestions on $20 NZ games? What are NZ games? I feel like I'm blanking on something I should know. The reality is, like, if you're trying to start out a channel and you don't have a lot of money to spend on games and stuff, which can be a challenge, probably some of the best things you can do is focus on the games that don't cost anything. There's lots of interest these days in IO games. I don't do a lot of them on my channel. I play them a little bit, but there are channels that do exceptionally well with doing a lot of IO games. And there are also games that you can get on Steam, Game Jolt, itch.io that pick up lots of interest. Raft, for example, was a completely free game that was available on itch.io, and it's been really popular. I mean, it did well on my channel. It's done exceptionally well on the larger channels because they drive huge volume as it is. But sometimes it's not about how much you spend on it. Oh, New Zealand dollars. I got you. Yeah, I have no idea how that converts, so I unfortunately have no clue. But if you're on a budget, though, I would focus on games that don't cost you any money. What temp do bristle blossoms need to self-sustain? It's like minus 23 degrees to plus 23 degrees. So they need to be kind of in that range. Whoops. Where are we here? Yeah, minus 23 degrees Celsius to plus 23 degrees Celsius is the range that they want to grow in. Now, on Thursday, when the update comes out, it's actually going to change over, so the plants will always produce food. They don't stifle anymore. it'll just produce more or less of the food depending on whether you have it in the right environment. The airlock will only kill the puff if he goes down there. I think he'll be fine. Actually, I could actually just block him off. We put a little ladder in here. Boop, boop. Now he can't get to it. Once I build it anyway. Sorry. Throat's dying. I'm having trouble talking here for a second. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so I think our colony is... we're going to call this one a success. I could probably run this colony up to a couple hundred cycles without too many challenges. I think the only thing I might start to run into at some point is food management, but with only 7 duplicates and not very many of them coming in very quickly, I could probably stretch that out for an exceptionally long time. Coal, we've got... we had... there are still some hatches down here, although I should probably mop up this mess down here so they're maybe a little more comfortable. So I have like an endless supply of coal I can get through the hatches. Sand is going to become an issue at some point, and then I won't be able to do any water filtering anymore, but even that's not really that big a deal given all the stuff I have in here. I probably could come up with a way of producing more steam, but fresh water is going to be abundant coming out of these anyway, so like this flow of water here, I don't know how quickly that flows down there, but I think for the most part, no issues at all. 1 New Zealand dollar equals 94 Canadian cents Canadian. Okay, so you're looking probably around $17 or $18 Canadian, it sounds like. Honestly, I don't know. There's a new game that just came out that I played a couple times now. I think I've only done one video so far on the channel called Iced, which is kind of cool. I have a feeling it's going to have a short lifespan, though, because it's a relatively simple game. Not necessarily easy, but it's relatively simple. This game here is like $21 Canadian for oxygen unincluded. It's a great game, but slightly over budget what you're looking for. I would maybe focus on instead playing IO games and stuff that you can get. There's even free games you can get on Steam that are awesome. Like Falling into Black is always bugging me about playing War Thunder, and I've played that a few times and it's been fun. I haven't done any videos on it yet, but that's another one you could play and not have it cost you anything. So tons of opportunity. The picture gets corrupted and crashes your game. Oh, that stinks. I haven't seen that bug at all, but I've had largely no issues at all with the game. A few little things like duplicates getting their head stuck in blocks and stuff that are minor frustrations, but I've had really no problems with it. Maybe I've been fortunate. I think when this cycle ends, I'm going to call a wrap on the stream. This pump was just completely useless. It broke in no time flat because this water just doesn't even cool down fast enough in this biome. It was starting to build up down here, though. We had a decent amount of water down here now. Can't pump any of it, but I had some. Go water. After this live stream, I'm going to watch your Dark Souls live. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we are going to be playing Dark Souls again tomorrow. So I'm streaming every day this week, which is different for me. I normally only stream 1 or 2 days a week. Tomorrow I'm playing Dark Souls 3. We're continuing on that game. Ooh, what do we got? Are we going to get a final duplicate that actually... Yeah, we got a final loud sleeper. One more person to bring into the colony right at the very end. I'm calling it a wrap in like not even a quarter of a cycle here, but we got another colonist. Who can we call this guy? What are we going to name our last duplicate to come into the colony before this colony is a wrap? Because after we play tonight, this colony's done. We're going to start a brand new one on Thursday with all the new updates and stuff. What do we got? Who should I name this thing? Who should I name this? Nelly Nee we already got in there. I don't know who to pick. Help me decide. Somebody figure out who I should name this thing. Alan Wake's supposed to be a good game, but it was removed from Steam after the weekend due to expiring licenses on the music. Yeah, Alan Wake was a good game. I played that. It was interesting. That's definitely an older game, though. It's been around for a while. What about Software Inc? I have no familiarity with that game, so I couldn't comment on that, unfortunately. Private Pile. Amen, Private Pile. Bubble Cat. We did get one, yeah. We finally got one, finally. Call them clothes. Clothes? Bubble Cat. Me. We're going to name him Me? I don't know about that. It's kind of a simple name, really. A simple name for a simpleton. Me. Oh, so congested. Chris Myers, Eric Gentry. So let's call him EJ. Or I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I'm even saying that right, but EJ, Eric. This would be another amalgam name. Chris. Richard. The second, because I don't have enough characters. EJ, Eric, Chris, Richard the second. We didn't have a first, but whatever. Yay! We got one more duplicate before we wrapped up. That's interesting. It took so long for that one to show up, too. It was so crazy. More bait. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. If it wouldn't take so long because I have such good oxygen here, I might actually consider just letting the whole colony self-destruct, but it could kind of go on forever at this point. We've got slime production here, we're making algae up here, we've got hatches making coal, we've got steam geysers producing steam, which produces fresh water for us. We have the void to destroy any gases or waters we don't like. We have plenty of oxygen production so that we're overfilled in here. We have fertilizer being produced by our compost over here. And technically, I could set up a fertilizer plant off of this also. Actually, probably a half a dozen of them. No, actually 8 of them off of this. I could set 8 fertilizer producers down there. We've got plenty of seeds coming up in the bristle blossom. The only thing we would lack for, if this game went on for a long period of time, is space. If we kept taking duplicates. But if we didn't, I bet you this game could just go on indefinitely now. It's kind of cool. All right, we've kind of run the end of this one. We got up to 90 cycles before everything kind of settled in there. We've gone a little bit over the time I wanted to stream tonight, but I was having fun, and I'm glad that everyone came and checked it out and that you were engaged in kind of chatting with me and stuff. Thank you again, Robert Feltz, for the super chat tonight. That was awesome. I am going to play again Dark Souls 3 tomorrow. Oxygen not included with the new update on Thursday. I'm going to play some Ark Survival Evolved. I'm going to start a new game in the Scorched Earth, because I've never played that map yet, so I thought that would be fun. A lot of people have been asking for Ark, so I'm going to go play some of that. And then on Saturday, I think I'm going to play some Rocket League. But thank you, everyone, for coming and checking out the stream. I do hope you enjoy these. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, then consider clicking on that button, and then you can come back and check out all the other work we do. Not work. I was reading somebody else's post. All the other videos that we work on. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.